So, when we last left our heroes, we were just attending to the funeral of the Burgomeister of Barovia, Koilind Iradinovich. Burgerman. When the funeral itself was visited by Count Strahd von Zarovich, and he released some hell on you guys.
Right.
And you guys, well, his version of hell.
It was really just his taste in music.
I just want to point out, the only thing we fought so far, besides that weird plant thing and the vampire, have been rats.
And armor.
Lots of rats.
Armor doesn't count.
A mop.
A mop. Yes, we also...
I got my ass swiftly beaten by a mop. Yes.
Swiffer beaten.
Don't you love me, baby?
Right there. Oh, continue.
So, you guys were kind of getting an idea of where you wanted to go, and I decided to pull up the map, and it was a reminder that...
Okay. It's a different orientation than last time.
No, it's the same.
No, it's the same.
Is it? Oh.
It's the exact same map.
I think
Okay.
it just been basically
Where you were looking.
You were upside down.
Yes, you were sitting on the
So,
ceiling.
am I to understand that I'm gonna have to supply my own Remoraz?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, hi.
You have to...
That's a 2 when Eugene rolls.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so...
I would like to Remoraz.
So, you have been... It has been requested by Irina and Ismark that you help them get to Kresk.
Kresk.
Kresk. Like the toothpaste, but with a K. So...
Oh, crest.
Well, it's
That's
Kresk.
Well,
Kresk.
then with the toothpaste with
There's actually 2 Ks, and
Okay,
that's my
okay,
apology.
okay. All right. You gotta be a bit more specific.
You're right. I'm not. You're not wrong.
I know. That's why
So-
I said it.
Kresk is over here.
That seems like a long distance. Where's the exit?
The exit. Well, the exit to Barovia is here, and also here.
I'm okay with that. So let's go there.
Window.
Let's take a night first.
No, we're definitely taking a night.
I mean, so I think the tagline for this episode is "I have a healthy dose of murder on the mind."
I think
Just
Eugene
for her.
needs some fucking sleep.
Eugene does need a little bit of a nap.
Is Eugene feeling a little tired?
Eugene's a little tired, but he's not tired enough where he's exhausted or anything.
He's mentally tired.
He's drained. He also just beat to death some dreams. He knocked a violin out of the Count's hand, and he's also not quite sure where he
Really?
stands. I'm like, do I like the guy, or do I want to bash his face in, or am I terrified? I don't know.
The fact that he doesn't know he's terrified is pretty surprising, in my opinion. Just gonna throw it out there.
He seems to not know much.
Well, that's the thing about Eugene. Like, he's like in a mode right now where like there's like all the synapses are firing off at once. He's not sure what emotion to particularly feel.
Okay.
Also, the fact that like this is turning ethereal. I'm teleporting. What are these plants? That light shot out of my chest. What's going on? What the fuck is a flump?
What the fuck is a flump?
A flump. You may learn today what a flump is.
Doubt.
Knowing Eugene, you may learn what a flump is.
Alright.
But will his character recognize it or think it's jam?
True.
Toad's jam. For
It could be jam.
I fucking might.
Well, hello. Sherlock. He landed next to you shortly after the fight.
Did you find her?
She moves quickly, but I think we can find her.
Wow.
I
I
can.
think he pointed to me like on the map last week, kind of,
Well,
sort of.
He
He
indicated on the
So
map.
it's a little dot by the forest.
He actually.
the egg,
He
It's
kind of
basically like near that lake, right?
right about here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hyang? Hyang and ya.
And yeah.
So, what do you all want to do today?
Take a nap.
Eugene does want a nap. He has.
So this is like we're like what, mid to late morning at this point?
Late morning at this
Late
point.
morning. Yeah, since we have to go by the Count's castle, I would recommend we don't try this today. We probably should wake up early tomorrow and proceed off to get by his castle before night falls.
That's true.
Eugene actually yawns like while she's talking.
I believe it.
perhaps we could spend. I mean, we still have plenty of daylight today. We could
Absolutely.
browse around the village here. Perhaps there's some shops or
I
other
agree.
interesting people to meet. I myself am looking for, in particular, this armor's. It was from my father, and I borrowed it. It's not exactly comfortable.
Borrowed it?
Well, I was entitled to it, so I took it naturally. I don't think he'd be upset by that, but
Eugene kind of goes over
He'll
and
be what,
tugs
inside?
on the armor just to see how well it fits.
Yeah, they're halflings. How many size variations are there in a halfling?
Oshkosh
Besides him.
bagosh, Oshkosh bagosh.
That's size. That's size.
Oshkosh baby gosh.
But baby gosh.
Baby gap.
Baby Gap.
The baby gap, yeah, Oshkosh bagosh and baby gap. That's what we got going on right here.
Mm.
And Kids Are Us.
There is a store in town. I don't know what you'll find there.
excellent.
This is Ismark speaking.
Just the one store.
One store.
That makes life easy.
Get the Jew here.
Perhaps just a quick jaunt over there, see what they have on sale, and
No murder attempts on the way.
If that lady's back, I can't promise that.
I don't think she's back.
She walks quickly. We don't know.
Hawk kind of looks at you.
She's spry for an biddy.
So, if we brought back up the village,
Mm-hmm.
basically the east side of the village we haven't really explored past that crossroads, correct?
That is correct.
I don't remember the map. Was there any important indicators on that side?
lots of indicators.
No, there's just a bunch of houses. Nothing of note.
Okay.
If you were to ask anybody, everybody would kind of just be like, houses.
Okay.
Residential.
Yeah.
Houses. Real helpful, everyone. Real helpful.
Well, I just didn't know whether, because we have a missing child.
Oh, yeah.
We have
potentially,
houses
too,
and
so-
death houses.
You have a death house that is no longer there.
May it rip in peace.
You have a tavern that you visited. You have another large building that you may have noted there.
It's the Burgermeister's place, isn't it?
Well,
No.
That was to the south.
To the south, the far south. I'm going to hold actually for
Yeah, yeah,
like picture book, like picture book time in school.
Okay, hold the tab. Make the house.
Pull it
look
in
better.
towards yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
Make the house.
Funny enough, on the map, this is the death house,
Oh.
and I did not realize that. I thought it was down here.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well, you
yeah, so
would
we
think.
actually entered from the east, so it's actually the west side of the village that we didn't actually explore. Okay.
There's not much left.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we
The
walked
village.
around the left side of to get to the church, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we kind of
You all kind of got railroaded into the death house. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
There were no choices.
So you know the tavern's here. You've been to the church and the graveyard,
Yep.
Yeah.
cemetery because it's attached to a church.
Mhm.
The Burgermeister's house is here. You've been to Mad Mary's.
Yeah.
What was the other big house that you had mentioned?
The other big house I had mentioned, there is a large building next to the tavern that reads as Bill Dress Mercantile,
Okay,
which
so
anybody would tell you is the only store in
that's,
town.
okay, so that's the place we're going.
Eugene's gonna kind of wander in there.
Yeah.
I
Let's
think
all.
we're all gonna wander in there, yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking to Reyna.
Yes.
What are your plans? What do you think we should do at this point? I know we're kind of. I think the best course is getting you out of town, but what then?
Further away from the Count's probably best, but there's nothing really keeping Ismark and I. Well, Ismark, I don't know about him, but I have nothing here.
Are you able to tell me any more about the time that you actually met the Count and the circumstances surrounding that event?
I don't know. She's taking a.
Yeah.
Go ahead if you want to.
We're just trying to. I'm trying to figure out. How can we help? How can we get him away from you and not want to follow you anymore? Any information we can have, we can potentially turn and use it against him and lead to his downfall.
I would assume killing him would be the first step.
Well, yes, but we have to get close to him for that first.
Well,
and any information might get us close to him.
Nobody goes to Castle Ravenloft and ever returns.
Wasn't planning on going there yet. We do need to get by it, however, it looks like on your father's map, to get to Kresk. So I advise that we stay as far away as possible, but I think we should try to make this journey in the daylight as much as possible.
The south road past Sur Falls would probably be the quickest way away from the castle, but there is no other road
Right,
passes.
I think we should, like I said, do it as much during the daytime as possible. So I think we should wait for the morning and leave at first light tomorrow.
We can make it within a day, I believe, if we don't stop.
There may be one stop we have to make.
Time looking at.
We've been thinking around lunchtime, maybe.
Okay.
Just a nice break.
You're looking at about. If you guys.
Because that looks like almost the halfway point. To be completely honest with you.
It's not the same city, though, is it?
No.
So we start in the bottom. We basically need to get up to
here.
where that kind of like winds around, like towards the wood line, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have to kind of wind our way up around the woods to get to Kresk.
Right.
So I think that's almost the halfway
What
point.
is Serpool?
It's a pool.
It's a pool.
It's
so-
a lake.
It's a body of water. Are you asking the question?
Yeah, I'm asking the question. I'm looking at the map. I'm asking the question.
Okay. I'm asking the question. I'm looking for answers. Serpool is a actually.
Because I can see that there's like a.
Noted as a small lake.
Yep.
That's really it's a lake. It's nothing of note on the small. It's a reservoir that supplies water for Barovia via the Ivlis River. It's about all they really have for it. Some people fish in it, but there's not very many fish.
I'd like to propose perhaps an option at least worth considering. It seems that the roads would intuitively be the safest method of travel, but we could perhaps save some time by roughing it through the forest. I happen to be quite an expert at traversing such terrain. I could guide us safely through these forests.
Like the wolf at
Insight?
the beginning of our journey.
Precisely.
Ooh, no,
Which
I believe
ran
him.
away from.
God.
Safely.
Actually,
I would turn to Ismark
12.
at this point and ask him
It would be
about the
path
woods in
less
the
traveled,
area.
Maybe they would be expecting it.
Precisely.
Almost as dangerous as going into the fog on your own or Castle Ravenloft. Almost as dangerous.
Almost.
keyword.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Oh my.
If we can make it in a day, I don't know if we would necessarily need to cut through the woods. If it would take longer than a day, I would agree because I would not want to be too far from our destination when night
What are those
falls.
buildings or units near Serpent?
That's kind of what
However,
Oh.
it looks like we might be able to do a shortcut past the pool.
That's kind of why I was asking
They
about
kind
what
of
it
squint,
is. Yeah.
and they're like, that is occasionally a Vistani encampment. Occasionally. They travel, you see.
Chipos.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Those-
Romani.
That would cut.
Those love-
That path would cut several hours off the travel as well.
Perhaps they would be allies.
They will not be allies.
Those are the crazy bitches in the tavern, right?
Yes,
There you go.
They
They hold no love
they-
for Strahd.
they competition.
Some do.
Some don't.
Is it a competition?
You got a point.
Well, that's certainly a
You
risk-reward
can only
At the
be
very
one.
least-
analysis we should consider.
At the very least, the bodies, and we could perhaps we could barter with them, know the lay of the land.
I'm sure there's a reason they
Or we
camp
can
out
just
there every now and
quickly
then.
cut past them and just keep going on our way. And cutting off several hours.
You know what? It's short cut, long cut. Either way, they're both dangerous. This whole area is all screwed up. I just sooner charge head.
Eugene's back, everybody.
Ah, good to see you're back into your old self.
What did you mean by old self?
I've always
You zoned
believed
out a
in
little.
firmly following your impulses and trusting your gut feeling. We should decide things as we are
Come
presented
to
with
it.
them. Yes.
That's a great idea. I'd say we go up the pool.
It's worth checking out. Plus,
I like
source
water.
of water.
You
And,
do.
That's
if the lore,
probably- sorry.
if the
I thought
lore
that
of
was
these
serious.
creatures are to be understood, then it's running water, and you would have difficulty sneaking up on us being so close to a source. So it'd be the safer route.
Fantastic point.
Do we
I like water.
We do.
Eugene actually knows that. Eugene rolled high on the vampire lore.
And I confirmed it with my ranger sense.
He did.
Did you confirm anything else from your abilities?
Getting a closer look at the counts. Yes, I was able to isolate a few vampire weaknesses, shall we say. And I will just, in Leobold's true fashion, long and drawn out explanation of all the vampire weaknesses so that I'll
Yep, go right ahead.
So, the resistance to necrotic damage, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical weapons. They've got forbiddance, so they can't enter a residence without being invited. They take direct damage from sunlight and from running water. And stake to the heart will, I think, incapacitate
Put
them.
them in torpor,
Yeah,
Yes.
where they can't do anything until it's removed.
right.
Interesting. Okay.
So it doesn't straight up kill them, it just, like,
They can't do anything.
they can't do
They
anything.
They're pinned.
Right.
Yeah. That was a big mechanic in Vampire the Masquerade.
Right.
Yes.
Unless you
Interesting.
chuck the flaw where you got the true, the old school, like you chuck the true death when you got staked.
Should we potentially check the mercantile for some stakes?
Not a bad call.
I don't know if they have ways of preserving them.
Not those kinds.
Oh.
The wood kinds.
Yes.
I prefer mine medium rare.
Leobold's a real man.
If he was a real man, it'd be blue.
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have a few
Occasionally
of those.
that raw, not very
I
often.
attempted when we were fighting that
No, that's
child to makeshift one, but it seemed mostly ineffective.
Yeah. If we had, maybe if it wasn't makeshift, maybe if it was an actual stake, you might have done.
Well,
A
shooting
little
it out of a
extra.
crossbow was a little.
Yeah, a little
Janky.
awkward.
But this one might
What's your
get a little. I say we go to the mercantile.
Yes. Let us go.
Let's march.
So you enter the mercantile.
We enter the mercantile.
A spark. As you approach it, a sparse light from this building spills out behind heavily drawn curtains. A sign over the door reads, Bildrath's Mercantile. Is a large 70 by 40 foot wide building which opens into a large warehouse style, of which you can see various small arms, packs, gear. Basically, to just run through it, everything in the inventory and gear table lower than 25 gold pieces is present. So,
I would have an adventure.
lots of equipment. Next to the door is a low counter. Leaning on it is a man.
We have the tables. That might be
Gentle,
Just
pointed
reached into
beard
my
with
nice
a goatee.
gaming tote bag and quickly retrieved my player's manual.
Aha.
Where'd you go?
I know, right?
I'm actually going to definitely be ordering a tote.
I know those things are actually.
Toad's gonna be ordering it.
Totes
then.
McGoats. You can get roll for goat on it, so it could be Totes McGoats.
Kill Eugene now.
No,
In
don't
fact,
listen
I
to
just
you.
got inspiration for the rest of the night.
not quite.
Fine. So if it's over 25 gold, it's not.
Not there.
Okay.
I'm getting torches here.
Welcome to Bildrath's!
I do not.
All of your adventuring needs. How can I help you?
Clearly, it's a Gilmore's corner.
Hi there.
But
We're new to town.
I can see that!
We're actually planning on leaving fairly soon, but we're looking to stock up on some provisions for the journey.
Excellent! Well, we have some things available. Would you like chain? Beautiful chain.
Is it silver?
No, it's iron.
Reyna slowly moves on.
10-foot pole, and every adventurer should have 10-foot pole.
I don't want a
do you
10-foot
have
pole.
torches?
Everybody should have a
Well,
10-foot pole.
You
Yes.
don't have.
We
a
have
base,
torches
right?
coming out of our ears, sir.
You don't have a
I'll
base
take
anywhere.
it.
You probably should
I
get
have a
like
sword.
10 of them.
10 torches? Oh, 10 torches. Big spender.
There'll be 1 silver.
Oh, no, that will be 10 silver.
10 silver or a copper piece.
10 silver.
10 silver.
If you want it badly enough, you'll buy it. Try finding somewhere else.
Eugene leans in and he's going to persuade him in the way he knows how.
Oh,
With
jam.
Yeah, he's gonna roll his intimidation.
Roll for jam.
Roll for jam. With a natural 20.
Periwinkle, get over here!
I think that's more like.
A large man waddles up. He looks at Bildrath. Yes, boss.
I believe your boss was selling me 10 torches for the fine price of 1 silver.
Get him out of here. You know, boss does not want you here. He says pay for it.
I am paying for it. I slide a silver across the table. 10 torches.
You pay price asked for. I'm the only man in town that has this. He's scared. Don't get him wrong, but he's holding firm.
He's got a big bouncer there.
I'm gonna assess the bouncer.
What happened?
Just do a quick insight check.
Fucking no.
Are you kidding me?
Another natural 20.
Jesus fucking Christ. The bouncer's strong, but you're pretty sure that
I can crush his skull.
you got brains on him.
He's
And
all
that
full of
probably
jam.
will help you.
Oh, not his brains on.
Well, he might.
You're probably a more smarter combatant than him, and you can.
I
you
mean,
think
you can
you
make
can
some
take
jam
him.
and really have his
Bouncer.
brains on.
What was your name again?
They call me Periwinkle, sir.
Periwinkle.
Yes, sir.
What does he pay you per day?
He pays me 1 copper. Like I only lift things.
How about I
Thinking
give
something
you?
from them.
He's an EMT.
How about I give you 3 silver, and then he gives me 10 torches for 1 silver.
It's a lot of silver for some
But
torches.
he wants to pay me, boss. You work for me.
How about you work for me now, and I pay you?
He's the only family I have, you see.
But if you hang out with me, you can lead the shop and do more with your life than lifting, and I will pay you 1 silver a day.
Uncle, that's good offer. What do you mean that's a good offer? You work for me. He paid better. You cheater.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. I meant 2 silver a day. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's still a good offer. Uncle, this man. What job entail? Will you stop it, Periwinkle? Get in the back!
Basically, you carry our supplies, but you also get to see the world and hang out with these lovely crew.
Not much to Barovia to actually see, but I like nice lady.
And you know what? You can hang out with a nice lady and help her carry her things.
Uncle,
I throw him a smile.
just roll a charisma check.
Why are we abducting an NPC?
That is an 18.
Oh fuck!
Uncle, I quit. No, you can't. You out. All of you out. I will not sell to ruffians.
Come on, Periwinkle.
It's okay. I've got something better than some measly torches.
I think I have a light.
I was gonna say, y'all got torches, right?
And Eugene's just just going to
I do have
wink
a
at the
torch.
bartender and be like,
Okay.
at least you kept your
Because
end,"
apparently I have Scholar Pack, which is.
and walk away.
Actually, I don't know if I have a torch.
Periwinkle, huh? I'm gonna ask
It's Periwinkle. Periwimple.
What is the color Periwinkle? I don't even.
It's like a purple, like a very
okay.
light purple, like almost a lilac.
IWEMPLE.
IMPLE.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
Who wants
Is he
to go
coming- is he
around
following?
this NPC
So-
lasting more
so,
than that for this session?
I will
I'm gonna
protect you
add
with
him to my
life.
inventory.
He fairly purchased a soul.
And I'm going to put 2 silver into his hand. First day's payment, my friend.
You keep track of what you're paying him, because
Oh
It's
yeah,
gonna be-
I don't expect him to fucking live. This is
Um,
more to make a point.
he has the statistics of a gladiator.
Whoa.
Except-
I'm a body gladiator.
Shit.
Except he has an intelligence of 6 and does not carry a shield.
I do not care.
Well, we can buy him a shield somewhere, I'm sure.
I will find
Not anymore, we
I
can't.
will fashion him.
Fuck, you know what? I have a shield that I never use. No, I'm gonna keep that.
You keep
I literally use it all the time. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, that went differently than I expected.
Irina and his market are just walking by, coming back from like the rest of the burial, and they're like, "What are you doing with Periwinkle?"
I bought him.
We don't have slaves.
We hired
We
him.
hired him.
He hired him.
It's an important distinction. He's a servant.
He left his uncle's employee to work for you? What do you...
He's paying him too much.
He's going to help us move the luggage when we get out of here.
This is great.
2 nat 20s.
Luke was fucking watching.
Just fucking wild.
We are
We're off the rails.
half hour into the session, and we have already employed a man to carry our things for us. Congratulations.
I've got a quarter. So let me.
Oh no.
It's okay. When he dies, I'm just going to retrieve my gold off him.
As you do with any pack mule NPCs in video
yeah.
games.
It's okay. We actually got a pack mule NPC courtesy of Reaper.
It's the way
Adventures.
it's the way
It is
Tisha.
the Dark Cab Adventure is the pack donkey.
Oh, hey, look, it's
so cute.
Periwinkle.
You know what, Reyna, do you have any transformation magic that we can turn him into a literal ass?
Be nice. He trusts you.
I know.
And he might come in handy.
And knows this, he will. Like, I'm going to push him in front of an enemy, and I'm going to run.
He will.
Operation Human Shield. Hide behind the slow guy.
Well, anyway.
Anyways.
I suppose I won't be
Eugene
finding a
starts
new set of
somehow.
armor in this
Yeah,
village.
he
we're-
kind of fucked that one up, huh? But also didn't. It's weird. Wait, how big is Periwinkle? Does he have a set of armor about?
No,
Oh,
he's
no,
not that
He's
big.
like-
He's like 6'4", 300 pounds, all muscle.
I basically picture him as being like the Hound
Yeah.
from Game of Thrones.
But simple and lovable.
So more like Franken.
More like a muscly Hodor.
Hodor.
Oh,
Hodor.
okay. But he says more than his name.
But he can
So he's
actually...
not a Pokemon.
No, he's not a Pokemon.
He's such a handsome boy.
You guys are your handsome little
Let's look
bandana.
at the gladiator stats real quick. Because
No worries. I was about to look him up, and then you decided to, take him from me.
Yeah, I don't know what else is. What else?
Well,
I mean, there's
I'm
not
happy
really
I was-
anything else in town, so
I'm happy I was able to buy him because I was just about ready to crush his fucking skull.
Employ him.
He's a CR5.
Yep.
Wow.
Bruh.
He's tough.
He's got 112 hit points.
Oh, he gonna be
at
tough to
base.
kill.
Or I could roll 15d8 plus 45.
Oh, he's gonna die quickly.
Yep. He's ripped.
He's gonna be the first one to be killed by Strahd.
That works for me.
That's fine.
With
As long
our
as it's not
time to
me.
kill,
Dominate person.
we are spending some time here in the village, correct?
Hey, you.
we've got all day, I think.
I'm going back
Cardboard
to the
butt.
scene of the crime.
Where?
I'm gonna head to kind of scope out
Doom
Mad
house.
Mary's house.
Oh, Mad Mary's. Okay.
Oh, right.
That-
We gotta
that
find a
cri-
kid.
That crime.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Going to be a little discreet, as discreet as I can.
Is the word stealthy?
Yes.
Okay.
And try to see if there's any clues I missed with like a fresh look. See if I can hear anything perhaps going on inside the house.
Same
You
though.
just hear Mad Mary wailing.
I'm going to be teaching Periwinkle how to play bones.
Alright, and I'd probably be assisting.
Alright.
Leobold.
So I'm just gonna kind of like sneakily head up to the house and try to look at the window again and see if there's. I mean, we did a pretty thorough search the first time. This is more just kind of for
Mm-hmm.
shiggles, but
Go ahead.
all right. What would you like me to roll?
That will be an investigation, sir.
All right, investigation.
With assistance.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yes.
Good thing it was assistance. Oh, that's
So
right. Halfling.
15 plus 2 is a 17.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nothing new. It looks like the lock was on the window was busted from the outside, or from the inside out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no signs of a struggle, anything like that. No blood. No.
And we still have that little tattered pink piece of cloth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, suppose it was worth a second chance.
Reyna, do you want to roll an investigation real quick?
I mean, I assisted him.
Yeah,
with
so I
his
rolled-
I want you to roll an
Okay.
investigation real quick.
Fuck.
Something on a different, higher level.
Yeah. It's like, oh, the Lucky Charms are up here.
Ah, that is a 12.
Yeah, the letter's back.
But this time it's got somebody's weird
Periwinkle.
fingerprints.
Yes, nice lady.
Would you mind carrying my pack for me?
Yes, of course.
And it's
Come on
in there and it goes with him.
Eugene goes, well, I think she likes you.
This is the best job I've ever had. It's only the second, though.
Fine.
I have to do this carefully as to not actually insult
You
anybody
know how the
or make
lady tried to
people
steal
offensive.
the
So
young boy?
Yes.
Watching
What if she
Ivan
stole
Van
a child?
Norman's wonderful performance on Geek and Sundry.
The same thought
Don't worry
occurred to
about
me.
I may know where she is. And she is on our way.
you're looking for the child lady, the one who takes them all. It's not the first time.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Perry,
We would like to end
look
this-
at you, my friend.
Yes.
You are so helpful. I'm so glad we hired you.
This is just my actual reaction in the game.
Obith is wondering what evil people he just loved. Hi, you. How do you like a new scarf?
But that's the end of the he's a simpleton, and now
But he's a lovable simpleton.
But he's not. He's never been treated this way before,
What?
and nobody ever
Yeah.
asks
Well.
what he sees. Nobody ever cares about his opinion. So
We had an encounter with Mary earlier, and she had mentioned that her child had gone missing. And we found this, if you will, piece of cloth. Do you know anything about a child of hers?
He's not a hound dog.
We think that. No, but I mean, he might have seen it before.
I mean,
What's your simple eye see?
Sniff, Parable, sniff, sniff.
He just said people don't ask him questions.
For a reason.
I am treating him like a goddamn human.
I don't want to upset you, man, but I've
Okay.
never seen it before.
But you said the lady takes children as payment for her pies?
No, but yes, I have seen that. But Mad Mary doesn't have a child. Nobody's
Okay.
seen her.
Okay.
People call her Mad Mary because she's crazy.
Yes, we've gotten that impression from several people.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But she never cried like this before. I don't like the crying. It upsets me.
Yeah, it upsets me too.
We're doing our best to remedy that, my friend.
Why are you so short?
Parable, you don't just ask people why they're
Because-
short.
Because he didn't drink his milk growing up, and he didn't have strong bones.
We got as much goat milk as we could when I was young. Ma and Pa died though, so now I live with Uncle.
Oh,
I don't live with Uncle anymore though.
you live with us.
Nope,
now,
you live in the
buddy.
woods.
Pretty much. You live wherever people happen to let us sleep for the night.
Yup.
Yup.
Would you guys have shared that the lock was busted from the inside?
Yeah, because I think we figured that out the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember. Okay,
Yeah.
He Obith his way through that part.
oh.
It's jam.
The door is full of jam.
Because basically the glass was on the outside of the
Yeah.
house
Right,
at that
looks
point,
like
so
someone-
it punched its way out,
Yeah.
basically.
There's jam on that cloth.
I have my own thoughts, but I'm gonna roleplay that I don't know shit because my intelligence is fucking -1. So.
I mean, my intelligence isn't great, but
I think you're about equal. I mean, what are you?
11.
Same here, yeah. He's the smart one of the group.
14.
Yeah.
That's my
Clerics with intelligence as a dump stat.
Yeah.
Who fucking needs any intelligence? We got charisma and constitution. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charisma is Leo's dump stat, and I cringe whenever I see it because
That's just so not Tealeaf.
it's not Tealeaf.
But that's why he's the tea leaf that left home.
Yeah.
That didn't
So-
actually have a reason.
So DM,
Yes.
I just rolled a thing. I want to see if I would understand that maybe possibly there's a reason nobody's seen this child and the window was broken from the inside. I think you understand where I'm trying to
What
get
did
at
you
here.
roll?
I rolled a 12. I
For
wanna
what?
see- what
What of lies?
I'm trying to ask. So like me as a person outside of the game understand that.
What are you looking? What?
I want to know if I can understand that maybe she's been keeping the child a secret for 13 years.
That would be an insight, and I'm gonna have you re-roll it just because.
Yeah.
That's sketchy to go. I rolled this. What do I put on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, I rolled better.
There you go.
I rolled 13. So 18.
So it's not on the fact that you guys have seen that there's 2 bedrooms in the house, or at least there's 2 beds.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the house is big enough that it would be 2 bedrooms. That there were toys, and all these things are leading to the idea that maybe there was this girl that was trapped in the house for so long, and now is out.
I'm thinking more of a reason as to was she kept in the house against her will.
Go ahead.
I have an idea, but it's risky. So the glass on that window has not been repaired, or is the window boarded up?
It hasn't been repaired yet.
So there's just an open window.
You don't want to like claw.
Do it.
You don't claw.
Oh boy.
Continue.
A part of me.
Are you calling?
Oh hi.
It's me, White Claw Rimmeraz.
Part of me thinks we might be able to gain a little more insight with a look at the bedroom in question.
Hmm.
Maybe we can.
Do you think I should distract her? Have a conversation with her and try to.
You are good at those.
Hmm.
I mean, Perry Whipple and I could probably cause a heck of a distraction.
Not the
Just walk
type of
back into the
distraction
store.
I was thinking of. I try to avoid.
You're not going to break into a house, are you?
No, my good
No,
man,
Periwinkle, no.
We're helping a missing child.
Because that's the Burgermeister won't be happy about that.
Burgermeister's dead.
Oh, okay.
Perry Whipple, when's the last time did you have breakfast?
I had porridge.
Let's go to the tavern and get you something while they.
The
Second
tavern did.
breakfast?
What's that?
I didn't think the tavern served food.
It did not. It was not in the inn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe,
okay.
Is there a place?
Maybe Ismark might be able to assist with that.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, he's the Burgermeister's son.
Mm-hmm.
He is the
Very
pretty,
important. He's our friend too.
and he has the pretty sister.
Let's
But people don't go around her that much.
Let's go talk to Ismark and see if we can get you some food.
I
and
think
just-
it's. Oh, sorry.
I just said let's go see Ismark and get you some food and maybe
That'd be nice.
maybe
I'd like that.
we can discuss what the travel arrangements are going to be.
Excellent. I think that's a good idea.
All right, so
Yes.
Eugene's going to take Perry Whipple to Ismark so he will not get upset about whatever y'all want to do.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
All right. Perhaps we should strategize before.
Strategize.
I'm probably going to need a boost to get into that window. I'm not going to lie.
Fuck. Yeah, sure.
I don't have strength, and I need to.
big. If
And I need to be the one distracting the lady.
Yeah.
we should have some sort of a signal in case.
Maybe a code word.
Yes. In case the distraction fails, or in case I find something in there that I can't get away from.
Let's see.
Do you have any sort of magical sparks or flares or loud noises? The like.
I can blast.
I can help blast.
Same though.
I don't think any of those really like send off like signals without damaging.
I've got thaumaturgy.
They make all the windows go open with thaumaturgy.
You can make like a boom of thunder or something.
Yeah.
That would be a fitting thing.
That would actually be. That would actually like fit into the serenery. Scenery.
Ooh, it's very serene here.
That would
As there's a vampire man trying to kill
Yeah.
everyone.
I mean, it's
We
serene
can-
if you like
We
overcast
can use my
days.
hawk.
God.
We could.
If my hawk comes to the window, that means the jig is up, so to speak.
Very well.
What would your signal be though? Because if you talk, chances are she's probably going to hear you. The house isn't that big.
You're not wrong. However, I am very tiny and an expert at hiding.
You fit in a lot of places, so yeah.
Hey!
Except his armor, apparently.
It's too small for him.
It's fine. It's a little heavy.
He's a large halfling.
I am a
Which
uncharacteristically.
Equals out to like maybe 2/3 of a small.
I'm like a short dwarf.
You're
Yeah.
Napoleon.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll figure something out. I'll improvise.
I think that's what you're best at.
That'll be perfect.
Will be appropriate.
No way this could go wrong.
Go team.
Go Team Shake.
Wing it.
Alright.
Wait, what am I doing?
I was gonna say,
What am I doing?
The hawk comes.
Obith is standing at the corner of the house, watching for anybody. Boom.
You're boosting it in.
Kaboom.
Well, he's going in the back side of the house anyways, right? Where there's like the little...
Yeah.
I'll stand in the alleyway that leads to it.
There
Well,
you
you
go.
need to give me the boost to start.
After I give you the boost.
Yeah.
Which
So we're
means
going
it's
to
just-
wait for her to knock on the door before I sneak in.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So we'll wait.
This is very
We're the good guys.
We're the good guys.
Sure.
I get him popped up on my screen. He texted me and went, "Oh hi."
Alright,
So
so
what's the plan?
Reyna will walk up to Mary's door and give it a nice little tap.
Tap Rooney.
Mary, we have some more questions about your daughter.
Have you found my daughter yet? So we're gonna roleplay this conversation after these two do what they
Yes.
have to do.
Alright.
Fair enough.
So as she opens the door...
Strength check.
Better than mine.
9.
Yeah, with a little.
I'm a priest!
And you jump in. Acrobatics check as he throws you in through the window.
Oof.
That's a 17.
Yeah, you land like a fucking cat. Like what? Actually, you do a little bit of a tumble and then you land like a cat because you put some flair on it.
Man, secret.
And you saw this, so we're just like.
The window's like this high.
He fucking climbed himself. Gotta build a fucking ladder.
There's a ladder right there.
I'm the owl bear.
Justice is my religion.
Oh, fuck.
So, I will look out the window. I'll give Obith thumbs up. And I will take in my immediate surroundings.
All right, you are in little Gertruda's bedroom. There's a small bed, which would be akin to like a twin-size bed.
Okay.
Straw mattress. It's not made. Several books, like next to on like a bedside table.
Okay.
Some looking a little more old and haggard than others. There's a toy box. Very dusty. Looks like it hasn't been played with in a while. Like almost like it's been outgrown.
Okay.
And a door. There's a small vanity, plain looking. Something you'd give, just to have it there.
Is there a mirror?
There is a mirror.
How big?
Huh?
How big is the mirror?
Human sized.
Human size.
Perfect.
My weakness.
It's myself.
The Tealeaf
The
weakness.
Tealeaf vanity.
He spends the entire time in front of me as I'm trying to hold the conversation.
Okay. I would first like to open the toy box if I can.
You can open the toy box.
All right.
Cloud of dust.
Nothing in there.
There is.
Is
There are
it a ball
several.
and a stick in a cup?
There is one.
Oh, fuck
There are
yeah.
also
And the
several,
hoop with a stick.
several dolls. One that is actually a very noble-looking man, beautifully cut clothes, dark hair. Looks like royalty.
That's hot.
Has a tag on it that says
TY,
no, not Tealeaf.
no. No, TY.
TY, no. Curse of Strahd Beanie Baby.
I'd get one.
I would too. That'd be amazing. No, stitched into the hem of this particular doll is a tag that says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky." Literally what it says on the tag. Is no fun, is no Blinsky.
I'm going to take that.
Okay. That one looks a little more worn, like it's been kind of held recently.
Sure.
Other than that, everything else seems just
All right.
dusty old toys. Looks like they've been in the family for some time.
I'm going to take the doll.
Yep.
And then I'm going to do two more things really quick. I'm going to read the titles if there are anything on the books.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to search underneath the bed.
All right. There is one title that stands out. One of them's like, kind of like a Grimm's fairy tale for the land. I don't have a title for it, but
Sure.
it's filled with various
Fairy
fairy tales. Another is the Great and Royal Houses of Barovia and His Highness, or his royal line, Strahd. Like, it's a book about the heritage of Barovia and Strahd and his family.
Could be useful. I'm going to
Could
take
be
it.
very useful.
We're just stealing from this missing child now.
You don't know that.
She's not
We
here.
are acquiring.
We're acquiring
And
clues.
it's really the other one doesn't have a title on it, and it's Tommy and nothing innocuous, but more stories.
Sure. And then...
Like a Romeo and Juliet type story, like the teenage girls would be into.
Sure. Teenage girls.
She's 13.
Yeah, that's good.
Gotta remember, that's like marrying age at this point.
It is. And
And
there's
then-
not much to do in Barovia other than drink and work.
And then I'd like to just go prone and look under the bed to see if there's anything.
You fight Strahd! No, just kidding.
Well, fuck, that was a good campaign.
You found the secret ending.
He's like, bruh.
Scene,
No,
to know how many times
nothing down
you
there.
shit your pants?
Okay.
1, 2.
Alright. After that...
Andrew, you have inspiration. Thank you.
Here, taking the fuck off.
She's the equalizer.
But there's no signs of, like, there's no, like, scratches on the wall. There's no, like, nothing malicious or bloody or
Nope.
gruesome in here. Nothing. Looks like a normal...
Make an insight roll.
Sure. Insight is +2, so that is a 13.
I think she just left.
Hmm.
If there was anybody in here.
Is there any, sign of what she used to smash the window? Or did she just kind of...
Make a perception check.
Alright. Well, that's a pretty good roll. Perception is +4, so that's a 20.
You noticed the ripped bed sheet.
Ripped bed sheet.
Looks like there was a strip ripped off of it that it matches the color cloth you found.
He says
Alright.
that to himself.
There's an inner and outer monologue, but not...
We don't want to get Leobold started on an outer monologue.
Okay. Then I will listen at the door. And
You hear muffled talking as
Muffled
these two are
talking, okay.
conversing.
Oh man, like the chaotic nature of me wants to push this further, but
Do it.
I think I have to do it. Alright, I'm going to test the door and see if it's locked.
It is locked.
It is locked. Is it locked from the outside?
It is locked from the outside.
Alright, then I will exit.
Yes.
Stage left.
Shit, how's he getting out?
Guess he's gonna have to figure that out himself.
Yeah, it's almost like I wasn't needed.
You can get out the window. You still
It's
have
a
to.
nightstand.
It's still quite high. It's high for you.
Yeah, I'll just jump the
Acrobatics check.
acrobatics. Okay.
God.
This is far too.
That's not terrible. Acrobatics is +3, so that's a
Yeah,
12.
you're fine. It's like yay high on me,
Yeah.
so it's not like it's terribly high, but it could do you some damage.
Yeah. Alright.
So to keep this moving.
Yep.
No news from Mary. She just. Oh, Gertrude got out one night. She doesn't know where she would have gone. She's so worried. She's so scared. Cry, cry, cry. Thank you for helping.
With the, I don't know. I don't remember if we covered this previously. If we do see her on the road, would there be some way for us to identify that it is her?
Oh, I can. She gives you a pretty good description. I have to make sure I can use this picture without
Spoilers.
spoilers. This is Gertrude. Oh, don't mind any of that.
Okay.
Very young.
Discount Wednesday Adams.
Discount Wednesday Adams.
Alright.
We work with one of those.
You do.
Trying to
Is
think.
her name Tuesday?
I'll
And
think if she does work on Tuesday.
But
With Drunkle.
so he exits.
Call, I think.
He rolls and does his little cat landing. Obith, you see him from the corner.
You motherfucker.
I'll kind of like look for the hawk.
And I,
Oh.
And kind of like give the hawk a double thumbs up.
You know it's done.
well, Mary, thank you very much. We will be leaving the village, and we're going to be looking for your daughter out upon our travels, and we will let you know of any word
Thank you
that
so
we can find her.
Thank
Be well. And then I walk off.
Peace.
you. Deuces.
Bless her heart.
Shall we,
All right.
shall we meet up,
Nonchalantly regroup.
Yeah.
meet up back at the Burgermeister's home?
Sure.
So on our walk back, you learn anything?
Maybe. I found 3 things of import. Number 1, this. I'll show him the doll.
Anything of export?
I mean, I didn't think that was your style, but okay.
I think it's kind of cute.
I concur. It seems to be, there are a few small children's toys, but this one seemed to be the most
Used.
favored, handled, if you will. I also found this. I pulled out the book. Not particularly relevant, but still useful.
That may be very useful, depending
concur.
upon its contents.
We'll have to spend some time.
Mm.
The third thing I could not bring with me, but I noticed that our pink fabric was part of a torn bed sheet. A small bed in the room. Strikes me as curious. But there were no signs of a struggle, no...
Did she use it to climb out to the window? I mean, it didn't seem that high that she would have to use that as like a makeshift rope.
For some of us it was pretty high, but...
Yeah, we don't disrespect our short kings here, right?
Short kings.
In terms of average human.
I'm not positive, but
Okay.
Anything else of note?
not particularly, no. Nothing that I noticed. Excellent job distracting her, by the way. And you, excellent job standing watch.
It's what I do best with my massive intelligence.
Exasperation from the hawk.
Hey, put up with these people. It's crazy.
Every bird is.
Every bird is Joe Swanson or a very questionably racist crow. Because Drakmir.
Yep. Just Drakmir. Alright, so I think at this point we'll probably be back at the Burgermaster's.
Burgermeister.
Burgermaster.
Burgomeister.
Red Robin.
Yum.
That should be at 1 hour and 4 minutes, by the way.
Cool. Make sure you're writing those down.
I'm gonna watch through it all before I send it to you anyway.
Cool.
Jerry's editing for us now.
Yay!
He's lovely for it.
I haven't touched them.
It's okay.
Why am I not saying
Except to fix the file types. Please tell me you changed it for this one.
Oh fuck.
that? That's a yes.
That's 5 of them that you're gonna have to change.
Okay.
Don't worry, you'll get those green letters soon.
So we're all back.
Indeed.
Periwinkle, did they feed you well?
They had a rasher of bacon and they gave me some.
Bacon.
It's nice to be in the Burgomeister family now.
Oh!
he doesn't know any better.
Oh no!
Dummy is a free elf.
Rick Daddy.
Master gave Dummy
Oof.
bacon.
This can only end well. Alright.
Are you guys part of the family too?
Sure. Sure thing. Barry Wimple.
Well, no, it's just.
Oh, you snapped. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
What were you saying, sir?
Nothing.
Okay.
It's like- I'm not gonna be the one to break this
I'm
poor
gonna
boy's
go have
heart.
some. I'm gonna go have some more bacon.
You go do that. Bring me some.
Eugene's eating a bacon sandwich at the moment. He's got like just between like 2 thick slices of bread just filled with
Are you
bacon.
eating the birds of prey?
Oh my god! Did you see that link I
Yeah,
sent
I
you?
did. I watched it.
Yeah,
I was just watching it today, in fact,
yeah.
before you all got here. Just a little bit of hot
It's
sauce.
so much effort to make bread, though.
I mean, but ciabatta is so worth it.
Ciabatta's so good.
I mean, I'm just gonna go to the Stop and Shop and buy it, but you know.
Yeah, but you know.
Alright,
What time is it? That probably didn't take too long.
No, it didn't. It's still midday. It's tough to tell in Barovia.
So, Ismark. Travel arrangements.
I'd say 7 pairs of boots.
Okay.
horses?
Anything
You
with
want to-
wheels?
Would you like to go talk to the Count and get some horses?
Hi, me.
Not the kind of horses I was looking for.
I meant more like, what are you bringing with you, my friend?
We're packed. They have... Rations may be difficult, but we will travel light.
We have a
then it's
ranger
simple.
with us. We might be able to do some hunting.
Any update on?
Yeah, so I'll
Bravo
catch
3
up
going
to
dark.
speed on the road. And I kind of like glance towards Irina and Ismark. Kinda.
Fair enough. Viviana loved to dance.
False start.
Well, maybe we should set up at first light then. That
Yes,
way we
I
have-
think at first light we should go.
It's been quite the ordeal today.
Would you like to peruse that book?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Do that. I'm trying to think what the hell we're gonna do for the rest of the day. I can't think of anything.
Either. I'm like, there's not really anything in Barovia.
Yes.
You know how to fight.
I think I can handle myself.
What
Yes,
do you
sir.
use, buddy?
What's the write-up say?
Gladiator's got a.
They've got like a
Oh,
gladius,
sorry.
and well, I mean, if you look at like the gladiator template, they've got like it depends. They've got either got like the spear and the net, like the gladius and the shield, or the
He has the gladius. He has a short sword.
okay.
But no shit.
No shield.
Now I can make up a character sheet for him.
No, it will be a
There's a
character
stat block.
write-up. There is a stat block for him.
Yeah. That's why I was like, or I don't think he has a fucking trident.
No, he does
so
not.
it's
I mean, he fucking might. That'd be
He's
dope.
a goddamn murderer.
I'm gonna say, you know what?
If he did, I'd be
You
like,
get it.
He has a short sword and a spear available to him.
makes sense. Hunting and self-defense.
Yeah. Do you have the write-up available? I can.
No, not really. I didn't trust the one I found
Okay.
because
Yeah, it's just out of the.
there was a
back.
giant fucking typo, and it's like you're probably not legit.
I mean,
So.
I'll believe the
I'll
stat
make-
block, but
Yeah, I'll
I
get.
won't believe when like where they said where they're writing the attacks and there's like a W and the. So
Yeah.
with
Fair
that-
enough. With the
What?
Duel?
with the
you mean the.
I type that wrong all the time.
Oh, the fucking reports I was typing this morning when I was just like so tired. I looked at something and I'm like, how did I type that? Like I would have had no warning if I just took my face and
Jerry,
dragged it across the
you
keyboard.
pass that to Rudy. I will make you a card for him, but
Okay.
you can just use that stat block if we get into it today.
Right on.
He big.
That's my
Holy
point.
shit, he is actually a CR5.
So, Leo and I would like to peruse. Yeah, buddy.
He did.
Would like to peruse the book and see what we learn.
All right. Well, you both can read, right?
Yes,
Well, so
Well,
you have
I can.
a lot of it is like, oh, have the son of so and so. The more recent entries are what interests you. You know that the Count himself has a younger brother in the book as Sergei von Zarovich.
Sergei?
Sergey.
Sergei, yes.
Sergey with the Y.
The real Sergey.
Sergei.
Bergie needs to play him now.
I was gonna say.
Or Sergei. All depends on how well you read.
Or just Sergei.
Fuck off. His father is King Baroth, Barof, or Ov. I can read.
Is it pronounced OF, but it's OV, so it's like the German spelling?
No,
The
it's
guy's name?
Baroth. It's like Barovia. Wild how that works out, huh?
Tealandia.
Tealeafia.
We shall take this land and we shall call it this land.
Cursed, but your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Not family guy. Firefly.
Whoa,
references.
Wow. Get the fuck
I will say I'm glad that they have yet to attack Firefly in Family Guy.
Because I don't think they really can.
They make fun of Nathan Fillion all the time in Big Mouth.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, it's different.
Big Mouth Nathan Fillion voices himself.
I know.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
And Queen Ravenonia.
Oh, Castle Ravenloft, huh?
Hey!
Look at you putting two and two together.
Congrats, bud.
As we're reading,
I don't actually know that.
and we're contemplating and discussing lineage.
I don't either.
It strikes me that I know very little about you. Yeah. Where are you from?
I peek into the door.
Eugene peeks in his world. Underneath. Like over said.
Harry Wimple goes.
And Perry Whipple's on top, so it goes. Whipple over Eugene.
The hawk is just chilling on his
The hog
shoulder.
is right there, too.
It's just the eyes.
Hello, Wilson.
Howdy ho, neighbor Ernie.
Didn't talk about it and see.
My family hails from Drakmere. I grew up in Drakmere, but at a very young age I was sent off to the Mages College. I lost touch with my family a long time ago and had to leave the college due to an unfortunate incident where they caught me doing things that I shouldn't have been doing.
Steven.
I was trying to help some locals, excuse me, and by using magic that wasn't necessarily condoned by the college, since I haven't made my way to master yet. But these poor ladies they needed help, and they couldn't afford it from master, so I stepped in to try to assist.
That's very noble of you.
I have a soft spot for women and children. Men, not so much.
Dominatrix.
Oh. You guys didn't know. Well, you guys heard. You two at least heard the dream. He didn't hear the dream, so I'll have to fill you in on that one eventually. But yeah, so they chased me out. I got expelled from the college and
My condolences.
had to leave in quite a hurry. So I fled to the nearest port that I could find.
So they're still, as far as you know, not very pleased with you.
No, I don't think so. I think they even somehow got the Inquisition involved.
Not super familiar with Drakmere or its policies, but sounds like you had a
You're gonna learn it
fairly
Reyna.
decent lifestyle up until recent events.
Oh yes, I lived well. Not my families were nobles, and you know, although I didn't see my family very often, I was very well taken care of at the college. I am not used to trekking it on foot through woods.
I can help you there. I've read a lot.
That's why we have the gladius. You can hop on his back, and then you just start blasting.
I'm a turret.
I should get him the little
The harness.
the harness
Yeah.
thing, and just
Like we have for Finn.
yeah.
Halflings and harnesses.
We don't actually have that, do we? No, we don't.
No.
What?
That's
The
it.
harness for Finn?
We do.
We actually
Oh,
got
yeah,
one
I
of
bought
those?
We actually
We
have
actually
one.
bought one. I bought one.
Thought we did. Thought
Yeah,
it
no,
was a joke.
no, I actually bought one.
Damn.
That's
Yay, I'm a turret.
that's been my life so far. It's
A little
been a ride, but I've learned a lot.
The pursuit of knowledge is always admirable, especially when you use your knowledge for noble causes. I knew there was a reason we got along.
Just because you're a sub.
Whole damn party.
So why did you leave home?
Oh, well. I will go on a
I got time to kill.
way...
Yeah, hours at this
I
point.
know.
Yeah, I will spend way too long exasperating every detail of this story of how I slayed the Manticore Kadoria.
I heard that story.
And
Several times, several different
Obith and
ways.
Eugene, who are like here in a corner,
And it's just slightly different each time.
Shoulders just sad.
it gets more like the fish was
Elaborate,
this big.
yeah.
No, it was this. Yeah.
grows each time.
Had 7 heads. No. But I will conclude the story.
Oh hi, it me my comment.
I will conclude the story with saying that my thirst for adventure and heroism has led me to pursue distant contracts. I've heard of a terrible beast known as a Remoraz, plaguing the northern village of
Ballardston.
Bowerstein.
Ballards. Oh yeah, you killed the
Ballard Stone.
What I read.
Ballerstone. It's literally, he has it written down. Ball or
Tell me
stone.
it's the White Cloud Remoraz, and I will have that fucker painted up already.
Oh.
What I
Yeah,
recognize
I
that
It's a mated pair.
Mm-hmm.
But the White Cloud Remoraz actually talks. All I can say is, oh hi.
Terrifying.
it just pops out the guy. Oh, hi.
Oh hi. It like erupts from the snow.
It's-
Oh hi.
It's this thing that says that. Oh hi.
It me.
Would I know where Ballardston is?
Give me an insight check.
Wasn't that where we were headed?
It was where we were headed.
That's a negative.
Well, you know that's where you were going.
Yeah, that's a 3. Okay. I just
It's
didn't know if I
cold.
heard.
You do remember being told to pack warm. Or dress
So I
warm.
found a boat and set off. I was actually on that ship for quite some time before I met a lot of you in Lockley.
I would like to, as we quickly probably wrap it up with our session here, but I'd like to flip through the book and see if there's any
Their
reference.
session, not ours.
Well, like yes, the
No.
little one-on-one session, to see if the book has any mention of a Tatiana.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, pray tell.
Betrothed to Sergei Lanzarovich.
Oh.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. Ooh, it's drama.
Also,
Real Housewives of Barovia.
there is no entry past Sergei.
What?
That is the last entry in the book as well.
Oh, so he's the last
So there is no Strahd.
No, Strahd is the older brother.
No, Strahd's the older brother. Okay.
Ooh.
Stop saying Sergey. God damn it.
Sergei?
Is
Sergey?
Sergei?
Is
Sergei.
Lieutenant
Sergei.
Go Lukovich.
We're fighting Lieutenant Surge.
It is.
Right, you.
Go Sandshrew.
Used to fight in the battle! In the war!
Seen some shit, kid.
So what you're saying is Sergey got fucking murked.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not saying anything.
It doesn't go into how she met her end.
Oh hi.
No, it just says betrothed to.
And it doesn't have any. It doesn't actually have any dates of death on anybody at that end.
Very interesting.
Dates of birth.
There are dates of birth, yes.
1.
Yeah. And compared to today,
It is in
how
a.
old they be?
It is in. It is not in a calendar that you are familiar with. So,
We might want to investigate this further.
but the numbering does not add up with what you are familiar with. You're not sure. There are birthdays, there are years and birth dates, but you don't know.
What year?
You don't actually know what year it is now.
Actually, I have proficiency in history. Just look down like holy
Barovia has
Eugene.
seemed to have its own weird time warp,
does.
so.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
They're using the Elven calendar.
Vampire
like, from Witcher.
Jumanji.
We can just summon them.
What? Yeah,
Actually, that's a
it's-
good way of putting it. Vampire Jumanji.
That's actually a really good way of putting it.
I can have my moments.
This is
Except when you're trying to do religion.
Except when I'm trying to play the game.
We might want to ask Ismar.
We'll bookmark the page.
It hurts my soul a little bit, but yes.
What, to put a bookmark in a book?
sorry, I thought
dog
he was,
leaf.
yeah,
Oh.
I thought, the way that he folded his hand, I thought he meant.
Well,
like,
it's probably the
not here.
last page, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the
Sorry,
last
yeah,
pages.
I don't
we
think
don't need
fold
that
it then.
then. Alright.
We'll deface property. Just steal it.
That's nice.
You
Yeah.
can just steal the property, yeah.
That is nice of you.
Shall we? I mean, we've
Yes,
got-
I think we should regroup and tell the others what we've learned.
I'll leave you to it.
Obith and Eugene are asleep in the hallway outside the door.
I-
I open the door and they like slowly just slump in.
That being said, while they were doing that, I was trying to reach my god, but I'm assuming nothing.
Roll a D100.
Yeah, cool. Alright.
Oh, hi, it be Obith here.
Just trying to, because I know that we had lost contact.
Just want to talk up to
it's
you.
that boy.
27.
Nothing.
Yeah, didn't think so. Alright, and then eat dinner with them. After they talk to us.
Mm-hmm. So, what are we doing now?
Eugene's resting.
Eugene
Well-
is resting.
Well,
Well, we were going to talk to Ismark quickly.
over dinner, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, he's lounging on the couch, whatever you just kind of like,
He's just taking a nap.
not even like napping, he's just kind of doing that like stupid thing where he's like lying sideways and like one leg is like hanging off the arm. And, yeah,
Mhm.
he's like in complete like comfy mode, like very nonchalant, which is a unusual sight for how strong he can typically be when he's not feeling outright nervous.
So we would just, discuss with Ismark that we found a book that has the kind of the lineage of the Strahd family and Zarevich family. Thank you. And we're not familiar with the calendar system that they are referencing in the book, but we did find a reference to a Tatiana and may have solved at least some of that mystery.
Interesting.
Tatiana was the betrothed to the younger brother of Strahd,
Mhm.
Sergei.
Really?
Really. So it seems like Strahd may have had an interest in his brother's fiance.
Betrothed.
Fianced. Yes.
He's biddy.
His
yeah,
baby.
his biddy.
His baby girl.
Big mama.
But we were interested because it sounded like your family may not have heard of her before, to see how far back does this stretch, since Strahd is obviously a vampire and we know that they could live for a very long time. So if you wouldn't mind taking a look.
Okay. That is a very, very rare book then.
Oh, we stole it from a child. We didn't say that.
What? Yes. What year? What do you have? Are you showing?
I would just like, if you would, and we would open it to the last page to show him.
Wow, this is amazing. Like, he's beside him, like, he can't believe that this is a thing.
First edition.
Wow.
That's a low price.
Wow,
That's
a low
price.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
He's looking at the years and he's just like he's so beside himself at this point. He's just like, currently 735. The book gives Strahd's birth in 306. It's noted as Y 306.
Quick maths. What was that again?
It was 300. Sorry, it was born 300 and what?
306, and the year is currently 735.
So that's
So he's
429.
429.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
Are you sure he wasn't born 9 years later?
So I think this explains a lot as to why your family is not familiar with the name he keeps calling your sister.
Hmm.
It also means that this mystery goes back a long, long time, a little further than I thought I had gathered.
Yes, very much so.
4 centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if the Count's brother is still around?
That I cannot say.
Didn't know whether he turned him too.
What year was the brother born?
The brother was born. Just have to find it in the entry, guys. Give me a moment.
Strahd is over 400.
400.
400.
429.
Yeah, slightly over 420.
He's old.
Please it.
If that's anything to do. Well, I'm just saying, like, he
No, I wasn't doing that.
was cold.
Yeah, he's an old boy.
He is an old boy.
Who else is an old boy?
Yeah, he is.
You and your fall.
I do not have an exact date of birth for him. I'm going to give it as 310.
310. That makes sense.
A few years younger, that's all.
I wasn't sure it was some kind of wildly huge number.
I don't believe it is, but
Just some dirt old vampire man, you know.
They get fiendishly more powerful as they get older. 400 is nothing to fucking scoff at. Why?
Alright, hold on.
Well, not to be rude, but I mean, our human companions are certainly used to a sub-century in lifespan. But I'm unfamiliar with the lineage and life expectancy of a whatever you are.
I'm a blue.
Blue's good too. We can too. No.
I don't recall off the top of my head. Give me a second.
1 second. I got you.
Oh, there's the pepperoni. You're so cute with your little bandana.
Thank you, Google, and being the average, akin to humans, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Somewhere down my family line, there was, I'm what you would call a genasi.
A Jawatsa?
A genasi.
You two would have to make just intelligence checks.
That's cool.
You make a history check with advantage.
That's a 19.
17.
All right. The history check above a 15. You know exactly what he is. You've heard stories. You've learned it.
Genie.
Close.
I'm gonna go rub his belly.
I wish I wasn't here anymore.
I'm gonna let it happen and just look. And then look back up.
I wish I was big.
And then thaumaturgy.
And then you get in a rush.
The genie. I'm gonna thaumaturgy into his ear. Don't touch the genie.
You hear that.
What?
He's going to touch you.
I wouldn't if I were you.
I boop.
What was it? What is it called?
Are you gonna do
Absolutely, Wrath of the Storm. Yup.
Do you have to have damage done to you from
Yeah,
that?
I do.
That's a powerful move.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I thaumaturgy again, and there's thunder.
I took emotional damage. He invaded my safe space.
Or actually, so thaumaturgy again. All the candles in the area in the room go out.
Seriously,
You're-
fun.
You're a genie?
Oh my god, dude.
We're both gonna start rubbing him.
It's starting to get hot.
Very well, you go low, I'll go high.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Go to your bed.
I don't know where to go from there.
I think we've lost the plot a little bit.
You've taken me from in the game to just I don't know what's going on. I'm getting rubbed on by two guys now, and you know what? If I were Baladar, I'd be kind of turned on, but
They're open-minded.
Two muscly guys, too.
Do you go to bed?
No, he's just standing there.
serious, lie down.
Go to bed.
Oh.
Good boy. Good boy. Lie down. Go to bed. Oh, good boy. Lie down.
You're doing such a good job wearing your
Good
TGR
boy.
start.
He looks really cute now. The fact that he's not trying to take it off.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good. As long as
So-
he doesn't cover his head.
He's such a handsome boy. So as I push these two away,
Okay.
the weird lavender one touched something. So
Periwinkle.
Took me a second.
Periwimple, sir.
Sure. Long way, generations and generations ago, somewhere in my family, there was a genie, yes. And ever since then, we've had one every few generations, every 5 or 6 would pop up.
Kind of exceedingly rare, particularly in the center expanse. Like, more so in the J domain, but you, how are you not captured and studied in Drakmir?
Almost was.
They were locking up in a sunless citadel like easily, just to figure out what makes you tick.
I was in Lockley for probably about 2 days. There's a reason I was getting out.
Yeah.
I love that Rudy is using this as a way to drop like information about his campaign into for us.
Same universe, man.
No, that's why I love playing like this.
I'm sorry we didn't find it.
I-
The clock tower.
Well, we're still there.
Yeah.
Find a dead body.
I mean, we're both fleeing things, so I get you. I get you.
Just a man covered in jam.
So, human parents
Yeah.
then.
Human parents. Yes.
Fascinating.
And whenever one of us shows up, we are sent to the nearest temple of Ishtisha to become clerics.
I've heard you mention the name before, and I've seen your sermons and whatnot.
Get up.
What can you tell me about Istisha? I'm unfamiliar. Beyond what you've...
It's really not much. It's mostly
So humble.
a god about not trying to interfere with too much, letting others live their life, go with the flow. Thus the water, and the wave. Not super stoked when others' freedoms are taken advantage of or taken away.
Interesting.
I'm a little pissed off by what I've seen here.
Understandably.
So
And you don't want to kill the lady too. You told me to restrain myself.
I said restrain yourself in the city, in the town. I put that little detail in there.
Little asterisk.
Little
Footnote.
footnote of in the town.
There's no one here.
Clearly, you've never been in some town and had the cops called on you by someone peering out their window.
That happened to him in Drakmir, actually.
That happened to me in real life. So, I'm all for taking her out when we find her.
Oh,
Just not where other people can see it.
don't worry. She's near the woods.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming Ismark's okay with us just discussing murder in his house, right, Ismark?
Oh, it's not murder. It's apprehension and interrogation. So.
Look, man, anything that happens outside of Barovia is not my purview.
Talking about the village, right?
Yes. the village of Barovia.
All right.
That is actually a very annoying detail.
It's
where
like
the
Australia.
Yeah.
It's both a continent and a country.
Yes. Whereas in this case, Barovia is the valley and also the village that you started.
The valley.
I mean, Reyna, I'll help you apprehend this lady, but I think we should tread lightly.
If, as our fine new companion says, and she truly is stealing children, we cannot allow that to continue. And my warning shot,
She
if you
took
will.
Billy.
She took who?
Billy. Boy, I used to, boy used to come into the shop and we used to play stickball.
Your friend?
Oh, damn, Rick
yeah.
Billy.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can find Billy. Maybe he.
I hope so. I
Maybe.
haven't played stickball in a while.
How long ago?
2 moons, give or take. I don't know why I use moons. You can't see the fucking moon in Barovia. You cannot see the moon in Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see the sun in Barovia.
Nobody shall harbinger.
That's the perfect spot for him.
There's plenty of wolves running around.
Moons will still affect them too, even if you can't see them.
Yeah.
They just need to exist.
It's been proven.
We probably shouldn't kill her outright. We should figure out what she's doing with these children first and see if there is some way for us to save them. However-
That's our pit stop, by the way, sir. That we need to make.
She's been taking people from every village in the area, I'm sure.
Well, let's I tell you, well, let's see if they've taken them from the Wanderers too, and maybe. See, maybe she's
Oh yeah.
going more than
Hell yeah.
the town.
Patricia, yeah.
Hey, Smart, do you have any problems or concerns about perhaps chancing an encounter with the Vistani taking the shortcut? You had mentioned previously that you didn't trust the woman
Safer to get to Wallachia as quick as we can, with behind closed doors as ideal, because, as you know, out in the open field, Strahd could attack us.
I think if we're near water, we stand a better chance.
Smart man.
So it's agreed upon then.
It's agreed. First light tomorrow.
Alright.
Excellent.
Bedtime.
We'll help Ismark and Reyna kind of lock it. I'm sure they're probably going to lock and kind of secure the house before they go.
They
to bed.
already have.
Okay.
We were
Fair
doing
enough.
that while we were talking.
Yeah, they did that
Fair
the
enough.
first. They
As
did
soon as
the
they got
first
back.
thing they did.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are bedding down for the night.
Long
Yeah.
rest. Spells.
Do we want to have anyone watch anything, or
You can't hurt.
I'll take the first one.
Eugene will take the second.
Are you sure? I mean, I can take the second if you need to.
Or we do 3.
Is she asking?
Periwinkle can take the second.
Oh, Periwinkle, he's strong.
I'm
I
just going to sleep
I think
comfortably.
Periwinkle, we're gonna have a big adventure tomorrow. I think you should rest.
Oh, okay. I could stay up and
Is
help
that
watch.
what we're
Though I
calling?
want to. I want
Nobody
to.
likes their meat pies with the adrenaline and the meat.
Oh my god.
I think you should rest up.
I
And
could
we have a
help,
big
but
day
thank
ahead
you.
of us tomorrow.
Okay, I'll rest up.
I
I'm
will
gonna go.
I
I'm
can
gonna
take
sleep in the
watch.
corner.
So, or do you want to split it into 3?
Yeah.
Put in the 3
First,
first.
second, third.
I'll take first.
Alright. If you want to take third watch?
Sure.
I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
About the
I just
same
don't
size
think-
and shape too.
You use Periwinkle as a pillow.
He lets you. All right.
Would you like me to roll something?
Nope.
Okay.
Floor dice.
Floor dice.
Serious
Is
on it.
that like Florida?
That's how Florida determines everything.
They throw the
Floor
dice on the
dice.
floor.
All right. The night passes with nary a problem.
Cool.
Grats.
Yay!
Yay.
Waloo.
Waloo. At what would be dawn, Ismark and Reyna are already in their traveling clothes.
Of course they are.
Eugene's used to getting up early to work at the fucking dock, so he's an early riser as well.
Mhm.
He can't not.
Morning,
like
my
it.
friend.
Morning.
How was your rest?
Actually, I'm already out because I took last watch.
No more beating things to death in my mind. That cat rock.
Oh, that's,
Jesus
but that's okay.
Christ.
We all have our demons, my friend.
Some just larger than
Have
others.
you ever contemplated just joining him in the castle?
Only to kill him.
Chair squeaking or
If I was strong
I don't
enough
know.
to do so, I would have already gone. Wouldn't be the first person to have tried, but would love to be the first person to have succeeded.
That's fair.
We had heard mention.
Oh, Jesus, you're right.
No, you looked up too high.
We had
He's
heard
tugging at
mention
his
of
pants.
previous attempts. I believe in passing. I forget specifically whom told us, but there was someone who had stolen the castle.
A man had, about a year ago, a man had actually rallied a mob from this village itself and brought them up to the castle. None returned.
It didn't quite work out as he had planned.
Not quite.
Yes, I think that was the priest's son was part of that, right?
Yes, yeah, that's. I believe that's where we.
That is
So their fates were not kind ones.
probably not.
We should probably discourage that because we'll have more things to encounter as our way to the castle if folks keep doing things such as that.
That's a fair point.
I think it's serious, by the way.
No, because it's coming from
Oh,
over
and
here.
he's over there drinking water.
Over there drinking water.
Yeah, I probably
Did you hear another dog?
It's like squeaking almost.
Oh yeah, I thought your neighbors moved out. Why is there still a dog downstairs?
The last one moves out Saturday.
Of course, it would be the one with the fucking dog.
Yep.
So,
Shall
shall we be off?
Yes.
Lewis went. Leopold.
You lead the way, sir.
Brief moment of panic.
Yeah, it's probably the dog downstairs now because I'm not
We feel that.
Perhaps we should head off the south road.
Yes, I was just about to recommend that.
Perry went. May I ask you a favor?
There's one road.
Yeah. Yes.
But which direction on that one road?
We put. It'd be okay if Leopold rides on your shoulders.
I'm quite capable of walking myself.
I know, but with your smaller gait, it just we want to make
Oof.
haste.
I'll keep up just fine.
He's
Damn.
not thin.
Ben's fine. Ben's a little cuddly boy. Leo's got
Little
Leo's.
cuddly boy, huh?
Daddy.
I think you have
I'm just concerned you get tired, and I'm offering to have Periwinkle see if he'd like to just carry you. He's a strapping lad.
You know they call me Lightning Leobold for a reason.
Because you're
It's
too
fast
young.
Wait, what was that? I only have heard that. What was it?
Is that because you're a 2-pump chump?
Yeah, go ahead. Take your point of inspiration.
And then
Nah, he doesn't have to fuck off yet. I don't regret having to give him that one. It was just so off the cuff. It was perfect.
let's go. Let's just leave. Let's get out of this town.
Perhaps, Reyna, we could have some eyes in the sky as well as
Of
we
course.
travel.
I think I shall have him just go slightly ahead of us to warn us of any dangers approaching.
Do the 27 Barovia helicopter news.
Eugene will
It's
walk,
I, Hawk, you betcha.
Eugene will walk up front near Finn to provide additional support in case he needs a meat shield, for lack of better terms.
Okay.
Reyna will
So
be
let's be honest.
probably bringing
that's what I'm
up
good at.
the rear and just kind of casually chatting with his Mark and Arena.
And Periwinkle will be right next
This
to you
is
with your pack.
amazing based off of the feat that I'm going to take at level 4.
And I'm just going to just lightly encourage him all the time, just tell him he's doing a great
Increases my
job. We're
movement
so
speed.
happy to have him
Eugene
here.
mobile.
So
Oh,
happy.
No, I'm taking Swift Nimbleness.
Oh shit, the halfling one?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so
a good
it's-
one.
I move faster. So Leo is doing his
Actually,
best
Lightning
to-
Leobold.
Yeah, he's actually trying to make an effort to keep up in pace.
All right.
Eugene is doing his best to make it look like he's trying to keep up with Leopold, even though just like he's clearly having to slow down and like alter his gait.
I love how we're just. Where are you in all this, Obith?
Just there, man.
Obith's like.
I'm just here for the
I
ride.
just-
I'm just here,
You
man.
just go with the flow.
Like I heard of this creature called a flump, and now I'm real curious, man.
Yeah, I dreamt about this thing. Somebody said flump. And I don't know, man.
Well, after takes you guys approximately half hour to get to the river. As you approach the river, you see that this river flows as clear as a blue winter sky through the valley.
Nice.
It's roughly 50 feet wide with a depth, from what you can tell, Leo, from 5 to 10 feet.
I can take a dip.
Swift, very wide, meandering river, not very deep.
Okay.
And you note that there is a stone bridge spanning it at this location, just south of the what you call it, village.
Is there a Denny DeVito?
How
Should
big
there
is
be?
how big is the stone bridge?
Lorax.
50 feet across.
50 feet across with about a 15-foot span.
All right, everyone, I'd like you to wait here for just a moment. I'm going to meander to the side a bit and look under the bridge for trolls. I've read about this.
I've read about this.
Well, we didn't bring
You read the 3 billion
Investigation.
Hold on. I want to know if I
I'm
understand.
investigating for trolls under the
I
bridge.
believe him. I fucking believe him. There's fucking trolls under every bridge.
Investigation is a 5.
There are no trolls.
All clear, all clear. We're good to go.
Leopold,
Yes.
if we had to hunker down, do you think resting on this bridge might be the safest spot?
Well, we've only just set off.
So I'm just.
I like your thought process that we shouldn't keep track
Serious.
of
But
our.
Well, I'm just saying maybe we should mark this on the map because if we ever had to make a stand, this is a good spot. It's over running water. It would definitely weaken him, and his forces would be forced to come at us at only 2 angles.
Quite a military tactician.
I read a lot of
I
books.
thought you made jam.
No, I lived in crates, but I read in my half times. I could be his general.
Huh? What?
Never mind.
He is Jim.
Never mind. I'll forget.
Oh my god.
You fool's gonna die, and Eugene's gonna be a general.
He's gonna
No,
go-
we already killed him.
He's gonna fucking knock someone on their ass.
And then you're gonna die by another band of murder hobos.
That's about right.
We are not murder hobos in either campaign.
This party is much closer to being
Much
a murder
closer,
hobo
yes.
than the other
This
one.
party-
Excuse me, sir. I do not have a home. I may be a hobo.
I'm a murder bum, thank you.
I actually committed murder against a hobo.
Well, I'm a man of God. I
Who
clutch my
tells you to
pearls.
murder me?
Clutching my pearls.
Valkyrie song. What, are you saying you have a pearl necklace?
No.
Okay, take 5, everybody. You are on the River Ivlis at the crossing south of Barovia.
Mhm.
What do we do now?
Cross the river.
Can you?
I mean, I can.
I mean, yeah, you guys can go. The bridge is unimpeded.
Unless there's a troll.
I
Troll!
wholeheartedly believe that there are trolls somewhere under bridges.
I just know that we don't have enough goats to for all the bridges we might encounter.
Mm-hmm. So,
We need one of those. in
You
this
guys-
game.
We need a bag of tricks that's nothing but goats.
I would imagine that your next logical point would be here. correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
I
fourth.
think, I think we had voted to take the right towards.
Luckily, that is also where they give me the next description.
Yay!
It takes you about an hour to get there.
Okay.
Oh, so we're hustling. Okay.
Every hex is a quarter of a mile.
Oh, okay. So it's a much smaller.
And I've done overland travel for all of this.
Oh, okay, okay.
Love it.
So I know exactly how long it takes you.
Mhm.
Wow.
He's prepared.
Good job, DM.
I actually did some preparation this time.
Wow.
Thank you.
Good job, Harry.
But do we have battle maps?
If there's
If there's a battle, then yes. All right, you are. Nothing happens on this last hour. This next hour of travel.
Cool. All right, we're swinging right.
Well,
Going north.
hold on.
North.
northwest.
An old wooden gallows creaks in the chill air that blows down from the high ground to the west.
Okay, so that kind of looks like the spot
The
between
hill.
Yeah, it's the hill
hill.
between the two paths.
Okay.
A frayed length of rope dances on its beam. A well-worn rope splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, Sur Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall crumbling in places partially encloses the small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
That looks like fun.
Are the graves marked or?
Does not appear to be marked at this
It's
time.
pretty simple.
Simple graves,
Okay.
small headstone, worn with time. Doesn't look like anybody's been buried here recently.
And the gallows.
Mm-hmm.
You said it's just a rope there. There's not a.
Just a rope dancing there
Okay.
in the wind.
Well, this is certainly ominous.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She may inspect the gallows.
You may inspect the gallows.
Don't
They
know.
stand. It stands atop a rotting wooden platform 5 foot high, with a set of wooden stairs leading up to it.
I'll pull out the crossbow and just kind of.
I don't know if I typically want to climb up to the stairs. I feel like they might be rotten, but I want to see if there's anything like underneath or around them that might have been left or forgotten.
Make a perception check.
I think that's a 20. Yeah, that's a 20.
Nice.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything abnormal. The trapdoor looks like it's broken off of its hinges. Down in the dirt. That's really all you see underneath it.
Okay, nothing carved in there or anything. No, like tally marks or.
I mean, there's wear and tear. Looks like some kid came by. You know, Doloff was here. You know, with a knife.
With a Z.
Yeah, with a W-U-Z.
Fair enough. I quietly offer a prayer to the Raven Queen, and then I leave.
All right, D100, please.
That would be an 89.
No answer.
So, taking a right here then.
Unfortunately, yes.
Seems like the right way to go.
My
Right
cousin
then, we
is so
start
much better
walking.
at these.
All right.
It just takes Eugene a second, and then it like clicks, and he finds it genuinely funny.
As you leave the area, you hear a creaking noise behind you coming from the gallows. Where there was nothing before now hangs a lifeless gray body. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly. So that you, Reyna, fix your eyes on its dead stare, and it's you.
It's the letter.
I am going to try to make a straight face, like I am not fazed by this, but inside I am absolutely terrified.
Duly noted.
Elf blast.
The rest of you see someone.
Someone.
I'm like nervously looking around, like, is it?
You all see a body now hanging from this gallows that was not there
Recognize me?
before. You didn't notice anything of it before, even when you got that close. It's just there now. It is a townsperson. Except you see that it's you.
I don't like the sight of that.
We should keep moving.
You're a godly man. Should we
Cut him down.
perhaps some sort of proper
No.
burial?
We can certainly try.
You seem pretty stern about that.
We will waste time.
We should go, as Mark says from the bottom of the hill.
I agree.
I agree. I will have the hawk watch our 6.
Damn, I'm scared. I don't want to be here.
We're gonna get going.
We're adventuring now. Light pink. Keep walking.
There you go. That's the one. Take a bit of inspiration.
Eugene's gonna offer a more specific prayer. He's not expecting to hear anything back, but now there's actually a body there. But he's gonna try to say it quietly where other people aren't gonna.
You still gonna roll a D100?
Oh, I still have to.
Yeah, just in case.
20.
Nothing. Okay, so as a blanket rule, if anybody actually does any kind of prayer, talks to a god, just roll a D100.
The Tealeafs are secular.
That sucks for you. I don't play D&D as a secular game.
Alright. Friendlies.
I play a lot of clerics, though, that's why.
No. I imagine it's one of those, like, obviously the gods are, like, real and, like, have a tangible force, but they just are not.
But there's a lot of... So,
They're not, like, atheists. They're just, like...
Agnostic.
they all have... Every god has their point.
Right.
You know, if you want a good harvest, you pray to Lathander. If you
Mine is
want
my sword.
If you want luck in battle, you pray to Cord or Tempest, I believe, is the Forgotten Realm god of battle. But you know there are other gods that have other important jobs.
Right.
I just pray to Loaf all day, every day. Keep your minions out of my bedroom.
No promises.
Spoders.
Hi.
And Spoder Dragon. Oh, hi,
We
it's me,
continue.
Spoder Dragon.
Towards the encampment that might
Heading
or
north.
might not be there.
At the very least, we're hanging out near the water.
Takes you about a half hour to get there.
I just keep nervously kind of looking
No one.
over my shoulder.
No actual issues on the way. Welcome to the Sirpool encampment. As you're passing through the pathway, the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the coming and goings of wagons.
Friends, there's signs of wagons here. I'm an expert tracker, and so I was able to isolate these and
The
determine.
canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives
I
way.
did not recognize that they were wagon tracks.
You just want something to
Are
be
those
so
snakes?
obvious
Are those
that you can be like,
snakes?
I knew that.
So,
Enhance.
did you catch me up on the missing person? Like you said, you went during in travel.
Yes. At some point during these couple hours of travel, I would fill in Eugene kind of privately. I imagine we're kind of like taking points. We're gonna just kind of like quietly tell them that we broke into the house and what I found and everything, and show them the doll.
So she ran away.
Click.
That's what we're presuming.
You never told us about the door, I don't think. Did you tell us that the door was locked from the
I
out?
didn't mention that.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if you were to run away, where would you go? It's not like you can join a circus, or the closest thing to it.
It's kind of upset a circus.
You're not wrong.
There's a big top.
Yeah.
That was the nudge, Obith. Glad you got it.
I have my own house.
Why? Overprotection. Mother's actually crazy.
Angsty teenage
Bullshit.
emotions.
Well, literally, even with angsty emotions, you'd want to stay indoors and not be out here.
You're not wrong.
Yo, I love this place. I don't know who said that, by the way.
Suddenly,
It's just like a frog.
It's Strahd. Hey, I love it here.
Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I love this place. Just hops away.
it's Wednesday, my dudes.
The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond the encampment, meandering north until between the river and the forest's
Oh my
edge.
god, it's your starting area from Fable 2.
It is.
Kind of hope. Should we try to circumvent these people? Ismark, what do you think?
They have wine, they have fire.
Women and song.
We may be able to stop here for a little while. But I wouldn't tarry.
I love
Who's Terry?
Ismark, how different thing they had was alcohol.
I have a thirst, my man.
You
I heard of a cleric.
might want to do a quick search for a small 13-year-old child.
Perhaps we should mingle, get to know them, and
And
in
then
doing
hit him
so.
with a hammer.
Hold the hammer,
Sir.
Sorry.
Maybe.
It may come to that, but
We could
let's.
ask around, I suppose. Just from what I recall, those 3 women in the tavern weren't exactly forthcoming with their information. So,
They did not give me.
Hail and well met, everybody! Come, drink by the fire. One of the gentlemen standing around the fire, or sitting around the fire, beckons you over.
Sure, I'll take communion. What's gonna happen?
Bad reference. Bad reference. You look like you could use a drink.
I've never really had alcohol before.
Here, Red Dragon Crush.
Hey!
Second best wine in the land.
I don't know if I should.
Leopold would like to rage.
Roll this.
Best wine in the land. My friend, you look tired. You look like you've had a long journey. Please drink with us. Listen to our tales.
I will drink water with you. We're wondering if.
Water? Are you a horse? You built like a horse. I bet you built the. Oh, that was enjoyable. I like that.
Eugene's gonna take the wine and take a solid swig.
It tastes good.
He dies.
This is the second best wine I've ever
Yeah,
had.
we'll contact.
Ah! You cannot get the champagne du stomp anymore.
Oh, Champagne Stump, you don't see that outside of the Jade Empire.
The where?
I'm sorry, you don't know the Silver Palace. It's fine.
Yeah, no. But and they have this not nearly as good vintage. It's something purple. I don't drink it. But the Red Dragon Crush is good for what ails you.
It's fruity and robust.
Mm-hmm. And you got a little bit of cinnamon in there
It
too.
does. It's like it kind of like tingles.
It's not a health potion.
It's quite a cool bouquet.
It's very.
You! Could I get you a child's cup?
Of wine.
I'll happily sit with you and drink with you out of the same bottle.
Excellent.
May I see the bottle?
Of course. Looks nothing like your family label.
Good year, good year.
There's no year on here. Fool.
It's barefoot wine. I see.
Milady! Would you partake?
Good to marinate it.
I will take a small sip, yes.
Ah, yes.
We have
yes.
a long way to go today.
Yes, well... We were just going to be regaled with a tale by one of our friends around the fire.
Oh.
Oh, you're talking about me, brother. Of course! Another man stands with an accordion.
We found the bard.
You have found the bard.
Oh God, no.
Please.
Him first.
Let your blue friend and the... Wow, you have another horse with you. And, the fair lass, and you look like you need a drink. Everybody...
If there was some food available for you, Periwinkle, he's growing quite.
Oh, he looks it. We can probably scrounge some bread and maybe some...
Could compensate you if.
Hearty loaves of bread for all. We are here, and we
totally
will
robbed
be
the guy
leaving
when
soon.
You killed him. You totally robbed the guy when you killed him, didn't you?
What guy?
The one of the docks.
No, I started with the Hardy Amount of Gold. I'm a barbarian.
They do. They have to pay for a lot of gear, typically.
And since I bought none of it because I'm not wearing any armor, and as a sailor you start with like an extra amount of gold too, I got like for not purchasing anything, I'm actually okay.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I absolutely robbed the guy when I killed him.
I'm saying.
That's where the extra sailor money actually came from. So, the man starts playing an accordion, and...
Does he have like suspenders? And
Yeah,
hands
well,
up to like here.
Lederhosen, yeah.
Oh my God.
All I can think of in my head is the what's the bird from Breath
Cass.
of the Wild? Yeah.
Cass.
Yeah.
So he's not singing, he's just using the accordion as background noise, by the way. Kind of like just telling a tale by the fire. A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse.
Sounds like a fucking fool.
When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. He points in the direction of Sir Falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes, you see. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard. Thunder shook the mountainside and the great rocks tumbled upon him, but with his magic he survived. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body to see if he had, anything of value. But the river Ivlis had already spirited it away.
Wonder if he had a hole in his chest.
With how fierce that battle was, he may have, milady, he may have. But it was a grand wizard's duel, the likes of which the valley has never seen, and it did my heart good to see somebody bring the fight to that devil.
Where does the river spill out to?
It flows southwards past Barovia and goes out of the valley.
Interesting.
Well,
Sounds like we might have someone to be efficient in investigating in the future.
I can breathe water, yes.
Okay, good. So I get a nap. That being said, how deep is this pond?
Doesn't matter.
It's a pond, so less water flowing through it, but you can probably presume 15 to 25 feet, give or take.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to take a little while and...
That's what I'm getting at.
Alright, cool.
Go play.
Oh.
I'm going to go take a swim real quick.
Jesus.
And I'm going to start walking in. Anyone seen Star Trek,
Which one? There's a lot.
the second to last one of the original, TNG ones? I forget what it's called.
Oh,
You're not just
Insurrection.
You're not just
Data walking into the water.
You're not
that.
just taking a walk.
Well, I'm taking a walk into the water like Data.
Yeah, well, they're in that town where nobody's aging.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I just kind of let myself...
I could also be used as a flotation device.
And I'd like to just look around and see if I
Make-
can see anything of interest.
Make an investigation check.
Alright.
You use the rough die, my friend.
No. That thing was like absolute ass. Investigation? 14.
You find a skull and four gold pieces and 2 silver.
Sounds good. I thought it would be. Does it look like they're in wizard robes, or are they just
were
gone?
they were in the skull.
They were in the scope.
Like somebody put money in the mouth.
How much gold again?
4 gold,
4
2
gold,
silver.
2 silver.
Thank you.
It's a
Cool.
resounding tale.
You
Yeah.
paid your simpleton twice again.
Alright, I come back out. I do shape water to get the water away from me. Found some gold. That's it. I found a skull, though. That's where I found it.
Did you keep it?
Yeah, I pulled that skull out. To be?
Alas.
Or not to be?
That may be the question.
Alas,
God.
oh, you're
I didn't really know him that well.
Ah!
Kind of.
May I see the skull?
I forgot I have to roleplay Periwinkle.
May I see
I
the
can't think of any other colors that are looking at now. Yeah, sure. Here's the skull.
May I do medicine to see if any trauma?
Sure.
Sad.
Nope.
Fuck if I know. It's been in there for a while. It's a skull.
Yeah, it's a skull. It looks like it's been picked clean.
It doesn't look like it's been... Well, if it's underwater, then probably.
It had a little bit of sediment built up around it
I'm
when you
gonna,
pulled it up.
Put it in my pouch.
Alright, then.
Okay. Ew, that was one of the weirder things I've seen. You were saying something, sir.
Yes, I was just complimenting you on your storytelling ability and
Thank
enjoying
you.
your fine vintage of wine, which is clearly not. Is it actually the same wine, or
It's Red Dragon Crush.
it is? It's just in a different bottle.
I mean,
It's
actually
it's a
Red
Chinese
Dragon
bootleg.
Crush. It's the original Red Dragon Crush from Barovia.
Oh.
That's a Barovian wine.
Because wasn't yours Dragonberry Crush?
Yes.
Yes, it is Red Dragon Crush.
Yeah.
You guys sell a pale imitator, you see.
We do.
He would like to rage again.
The Wizards of Wines make this vintage special for the people of Barovia, you see. There's not much to be happy about. So wine helps. Is Mark sitting there?
Do you...
Here.
Where on this map is this wine produced? If you
Oh.
could show me.
You would like to know where the Wizards of Wine is?
Yes, me and my family are somewhat vintners ourselves.
As he's lighting the torch.
He's got like black powder. He's stuffing it into a small container. And he's like filling it with ball bearings.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm just gonna do some corporate espionage here and steal their secrets.
Oh, God. The Wizards of Wine are located. I have to do some flipping real quick, don't mind me. Alright, made it easy. The Wizards of Wine
The vineyard looking thing?
are here. At the vineyard looking thing. Very far away from where you currently are considering.
It's on the way out.
I'm gonna kind of eavesdrop on the map and like take a gander to see where the windmill is in relation.
You gotta have a relative idea.
It's another whole day away. Minimum.
All right. Okay. And we do have to get pretty close to Castle Ravenloft. It looks like.
There's a hill in the way. We can see it.
Well, you're closer to Castle Ravenloft now
Right, but we have
than you were in Barovia, really.
Right, but right now we're at the point where we are. The closer we are to danger, the further we are from harm. That path though takes us too close to Isengard.
This bad, you mean?
There's a hill in the way.
We'll just sprint across the fields.
We can always take the water.
You gonna travel upriver?
I can swim.
Fjord the river, lose grandma, get dysentery, die, never make it to Oregon.
My grandma's the only one that makes it.
With one arm.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Rip Donner Party.
I have a board game I need to play. That's all about the Donner
And you're gonna
Party.
have so many more after this weekend. You have so many. I buy at least 3 every time
I
I
paid
go.
my rent with my taxes.
Remember, go to the Larian Studios
Today,
Freaking,
Larian Studios, I got you.
Thank you.
Reyna would just like to do a quick ask to see if any of them have seen a 13-year-old girl that they didn't recognize recently. You know, with the general description that Mary gave to me.
Missing children. Sadly, too common around here these days. I haven't seen that particular child.
Eugene would like to roll an insight.
Go right ahead.
I'm going to burn an inspiration on that one, just because. Hold on. I'll accept that one. So 16 plus. Nothing. 16.
16?
Yeah.
He's telling the truth.
Alright. I just wanted to be sure.
Not a problem, my friend.
Is it just the 2 guys here at the fire?
There's 12
12
around
okay.
the fire. Men and women both.
What's in the big tent over there? Closest to
Oh!
the lake?
That is, dear Madam Ava. She's a mystic, you see. It's interesting that you ask about her because she's been waiting for you.
Why?
You see. You were meant to be here, my friends.
I really don't.
You were meant to be here at this very moment that we were before we set out.
No.
How fortuitous.
No.
I say we don't keep her waiting.
She foretold that you would come.
Sham.
And we
I
hope
don't
that
say
you
that
would
out
join us for just a little while.
Leo shrugs.
Perhaps let her read your fortune.
We can't dally for too much longer.
A simple card reading takes what, 5-10 minutes at most?
5-10 minutes at the most. That is.
We
correct.
can spare.
She would like to see you, though.
Would you like to see me or
All of you.
Oh,
Please.
of course.
You shall go first.
You're all tied together, are you not? At least the
Seems
fates
that way.
foretold it that way.
In a certain sort of thinking, sure.
I say we send Perry Leobold first.
No. You see,
He wasn't supposed to be here.
Madame Ava foretold us you four from away from Barovia. You're very clearly not of Barovia descent.
You know,
That a skin color thing? Because I'm blue?
The fuck, you think this is Drakmir?
Listen, I've already fled that persecution once.
we go in all at the same time, or one at a time?
No, we're in together,
I'm not
please.
from Barovia.
Madame Ava's not
Yeah.
worried.
Yeah.
And besides, we stand by Our Lady very, very closely.
Alright, well,
Is there a cost to this fortune telling?
No.
No. Donation? No. Okay.
Cool.
Was it out of the goodness of her heart?
So kind.
It's okay.
Shall we?
Let's go.
I'm excited.
Shall we have our new employee watch
I'm
over
excited too.
our friends?
Perry Leobold?
Is Mark
Very
Irina,
well.
do you?
Yes, my lady?
How do you feel about birds?
They're okay.
What if I leave my friend with you for keep you company while we go in the tent? He's a good bird.
I'll keep good care of him, miss.
All right. I'll have him go on the shoulder.
He stands a little tall. He takes his spear out and plants it in the ground next to the tent.
You look like a sentry. It's like you've been doing this your whole life.
I've been told they stand well.
Gotta have a strong back to lift things.
An expert, I would say.
I'm so happy.
I can't wait because this guy gets brutally slaughtered.
Well, I'm gonna make sure I have a diamond for him, and hopefully I have him vivified by then.
If not, I might multi-class her into a necromancer. And just
Oh yeah.
needs to go back. Alright. I guess we tent in it
We going to the tent.
with disdain,
He's a
Reyna
Benadryl.
follows.
But I can't have Benadryl.
Yeah. Now who's leading the party? Not Reyna.
Oh no. She don't believe in
Ah.
shenanigans.
Welcome, everyone. I'm glad you could join me in my humble camp. I am Madame Ava, and you all need no introduction. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered with a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure appears into the depths. The crone speaks. Her voice crackles like dry weeds. First thing apparently she said was, "At last you have arrived." I skipped that part, but that's okay.
That's fine.
I love that description.
Mm-hmm.
The voice like dried weed.
Dry weeds.
That's cool. I like that.
Of course,
Pleasant.
like I said, you all need no introduction. Eugene MacCready. You're a strong lad. The foreman's son would agree, if he had a mouth to agree with. Leobold, Lightning Tealeaf, Slayer of the Manticore Caledonia, although I guess we could say Talos was probably more to blame than you, wouldn't we? Bolt of lightning, one destroyed in a single hit, huh? Well, details make the man anyway. Not what happens when nobody's around. Lady Reyna, you have some trouble following you. No doubt about that. And a lover who thinks he did something good by turning you in. You're rather boring, in all honesty, Obith.
Yeah.
You served your time at the church. Too bad this issue doesn't call for you, but that's mostly because of Barovia. Barovia has that way of doing things. Cutting people off from their loved ones, their gods. You can thank Strahd for that. The way he works is very mysterious, but everything can be foretold in the cards. Would you like a reading one, little ones?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
I'll buy.
At least one of you do.
I'll buy.
Alright.
To say.
The Taroka cards reveal all in Barovia.
Is that like Target brand tarot?
Kind of.
Okay.
Right. I know very little about Curse of Strahd past this point, other than you take notes when he flips the cards.
Yes, that was
That's all I know about the cards. You take notes.
That's $10 on the deck. You goddamn better take notes.
So the pony, the kitten, and the Jew.
The Enchanter. The Beggar. The Druid. The Innocent. And the Marionette.
So the Enchanter, Beggar, Druid.
Innocent and marionette.
Oh, let us read. Let us read, everyone. The card on the left is which one again?
The Enchanter.
The Enchanter.
You mean your left, right?
My left.
Yeah, the Enchanter.
I see a kneeling woman, a rose of great beauty, plucked too soon. The master of the marsh knows of whom I speak. Sorry. I don't like how this is actually laid out.
It's got a horrible layout.
Yep. So, prior to that, this card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. And then I see a kneeling woman, a rose of great beauty, plucked too soon.
Oh.
Card 2 is the top card from me.
Beggar? No. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, beggar.
Beggar. This card tells of a powerful force of good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. The Beggar. A wounded elf has what you seek. He will part with the treasure to see his dark dreams fulfilled. Card 3, closest to Jen.
Hold on. You said great treasure, wounded elf. That's what.
He'll part with it for dark dreams.
Dark dreams.
Gotcha.
Druid.
Druid. This card is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. Druid, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. An evil tree grows atop a hill of graves where the ancient dead sleep. The ravens can help you find it. Look for the treasure here. Sword of sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Card 4, the closest to me.
Innocent.
This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. I see a young man with a kind heart, a mother's boy. He is strong in body, but a weak of mind. Seek him out in the village of Barovia.
We effing broke the game.
You broke me.
I'm just gonna write Periwinkle.
Periwinkle.
I wasn't expecting that. That was pretty good.
Wow.
That is very possible to have happen, but there's a reading that's done before the game, and then this one takes place if you choose to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So this was already all set up, but that's amazing. I love it.
Hilarious. And then Marionette is in the middle.
A marionette. Alright, a marionette will be for your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. And we have a marionette.
It's over there.
It's up the hill, yeah.
Look to great hearts. Look to great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby.
Can't believe I just out of fucking spite, I stole his fucking helper.
And
What the fuck, dude?
In before Periwinkle gets the killing blow on Strahd,
bruh.
He's getting a sword.
we find this sword of sunlight, we give it to him and say, go!
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's amazing. I love it.
Fucking hate you all.
Does that like completely mess up the campaign? Or
Nope.
You're gonna roll with it.
We just skip something, don't we? Like
Maybe?
skipped
We
over
have
it.
already completed a quest that was supposed
So-
to be later.
It's like when you get to the new city in WoW and it's just like, oh, I already have turn-ins here. Wow, great.
That's the thing, is that it's not made to where you like you could entirely skip over this part and there's still a reading.
Okay.
So you can still find things from the reading that I did before the game.
Right.
I
Okay.
like this reading a lot better.
Gotcha. Reyna would like to investigate to see whether she was like doing any shenanigans, like any like, you know, basically being fake, I guess.
Sleight of hand going
These
on,
fake
yeah.
bitches.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
So that would be an 11.
For insight?
Oh, insight.
Yeah, because if that's what you're doing for, like, making sure they're not being crazy.
Yeah,
Okay,
insight.
okay. 10.
Well, it's worse. I thought your insight was higher.
No.
Sorry.
My perception is pretty high.
Yeah.
No, she's on up and up. You actually, you're pretty sure there's some magic at work there. Divination is a thing. There's no doubt about that.
Well, I just
don't
tea
trust
leaves.
Tea leaves are old magic, my boy. It's all in the cards now.
I mean, horseback sea was another one.
What? Didn't catch that.
If you're on horsebacks, you read entrails. Death.
It was nice to meet you all.
Thank you for this curious.
I knew that.
Seems that part of the prophecy has already been fulfilled. Your boy outside.
I have my hawk give him a nuzzle. I have my hawk give him a nuzzle.
Jesus.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna murder.
Oh boy, here ain't no killing you.
That's Eugene.
So anyways, I started slashing.
A question about
Yes, Eugene.
the rose that was picked too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be Tatiana?
Oh, you know of Tatiana. She has not been in this world. Well, the true Tatiana has not been in this world for some time.
I just assume, like, if there was a weakness held by him, that would definitely be it. aside from, emoliation.
Weakness isn't really. It's like saying that you love a good book, or a fine vintage with a shank of mutton next to the fire.
Sounds lovely.
You might stop and think, oh, we can have some, we can relax for a bit, but does that ever stop your true problem? Do you ever feel like you're away from what chases you so long? I know you don't want everybody to know, so I'll keep quiet. No.
He's secretly a murmurous.
As I drop polymorph. Just stand up and the whole tent comes up with me.
Jesus.
That's spellcasting memorized.
Yeah, that's right. Spellcasting memorized that can talk. Oh, hi, White Claw.
The magical white claw.
Eugene's going to just nod his head and leave the tent.
He's not one for many words, is he?
No.
So once he does say takes him long enough.
My people, you should beware of most Vistani, though. My people do serve and are allowed to leave Barovia at the behest of Strahd. Would not be the first time he wiped out an entire people because they did not do as he said. Most Vistani serve in fear. Some out of loyalty.
Thank you for your wonderful insights.
What do you know of Tatiana?
That she was Sergei's betrothed, and Strahd seems obsessed with her.
Well,
He believes our traveling companion to be her.
Well, although he has had many concerts over these last hundreds of years, he's only known one true love, and that was when he was alive.
So 4 centuries ago.
A peasant girl by the name of Tatiana.
Peasant girl. Interesting.
Where do your travels take you, children?
Kresk.
Kresk. How far away from here?
As
But-
far as we can.
The old Savalich? S-V-A-L-I-C-H.
Laddish.
Laddish? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Laddish.
Romanian.
I don't know, but that's actually my girlfriend's like very similar to her last name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Laddish.
Yeah.
Well,
I was like, well, that's creepy.
Laddish.
She is Strahd,
Yeah.
oh god!
The old Laddish Road
I was like, how the fuck do you pronounce that?
will take you to Kresk. You'll pass through Valaki, and everyone is happy in Valaki.
Do you want to go to war, Balaka?
Is there a reason everyone's out? I was gonna say out war. Is there a reason everyone is happy there?
Why?
No one seems happy in the village.
All is well in Valaki.
Truly, or magically.
I guess you'll have to see for yourself.
As the music dramatically changes in the background as you start that. Do you know anything of an old crone that steals children?
Ooh, well, do I?
Lives in a windmill.
Ooh, the windmill is up ahead between Valaki and here. You shouldn't go there. Bet. This time we avoid it.
Why?
Cannot say any more, my child.
Just have to experience it first.
That deed to the windmill like disintegrated when we walked out of the house, right?
Did
We definitely took it.
anybody check on it?
Well, I checked everything that you had given
Oh, yeah,
me and it was all
yeah.
gone.
Yep, it's all gone.
Damn. Just walk up. We own this. Get evicted, bitches.
You can pull out a pile of ash.
Just blow it in her face.
Bucket's in.
I'm allergic to papyrus.
I do still have that pink dust.
Anything else that you wish to know? While I'm here, I can't look into the future truly anymore, but I can help you.
You wouldn't happen to know where, say, a wizard might have floated off to?
You've been listening to the stories.
I found something. I went looking earlier.
I
Found
mean,
a skull.
have you ever been to a big city, boy? People
Almost.
end up
Came this close.
people end up in pools of water all the time.
That's true.
The wizard was never found, nor were any of his possessions.
Well,
I suppose we should get going.
thank you again. We would like to put as much distance between ourselves and the castle as we can before nightfall.
Oh, as you should, and you should not be caught out of at nightfall either, but alas, this is the way it is sometimes here. Do be careful, and try to stick to the roads as much as possible. The forests are dangerous even in the daytime.
Oh, Eugene's not even in there.
Hmm?
Eugene's not even in there.
Oh, fair enough. Wolves,
You're not?
bigger
You
wolves,
know, he left.
Oh.
other agents of Strahd, perhaps.
Bigger wolves.
He has to get a little bit.
Larger wolves.
He has to get a little bit of brooding on alone, so he finds like little solace.
Hello, sir.
Start skipping
How
some
are you
rocks
today?
in the-
He says today, even though he's already seen you today.
I'm fine, Parallel. How are you doing?
I have a job to do.
You're doing very well.
Alright.
Will you be paying me today, sir?
Yes, right now. Actually.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'd actually docked it off. I just.
Okay, no worries.
You're appreciated. You're very welcome.
I can tell.
Thank you.
I feel it.
Thank you for joining us.
Still can't believe we predicted.
I can't believe I drew that.
It's hysterical.
That's
I
great.
can't wait to look over that and just watch my face as I read who it is.
Alright, so I guess at that point, you guys done? We good to set off?
Of course, yes. We should make haste.
Let's do it.
I will let those two leave ahead of me and hang behind.
Okay.
I want to seek out the guy who was in the beginning, like drink and be merry, and he wrote a fucking
Of course.
Sir.
Yes. Fancy another drink, lad? Mad lad?
No, thank you. I almost kicked it. How much are the horses?
Oh, good question. The horses are... Well, you see,
Even two would be fine.
2 would be fine. If you understand that they are our means of conveyance.
I understand that everything here is in short supply. When simple commodities are precious.
I think we can part with 2 of them for 50 gold.
That's the price of a health potion.
We're the only honest traders you'll find in Barovia, this side of the country.
Yeah.
See, you gave Bildrath a run for his money. Did you lay him bloody in the street? Bildrath.
Name's not clear to you.
That's
The Sorky, the
Sorky.
guy you took Perry Whipple from.
Oh, I didn't even. He wasn't even important enough.
Perry Whipple's uncle.
No, I just kind of stared him down, and then I offered Perry Whipple to, be treated like a human being.
You probably could get a lot more people of service that way in this realm. Just doing that. Not anybody been treated like a human here for a long time.
He's being a good boy.
Tackle included.
So short. A short boy.
Alright. That's everything I have.
I don't think I was out yet at that point. I think we were doing that while we were still in the tent.
I just handed my entire coin purse.
Oh shit.
Are you going to pay for it now?
You are.
Whoa.
In service to King Leoric.
Freshly minted.
You understand, of course.
Gold is gold, mint is mint's change.
What is this place? Drekmere.
It's in the Cinder Expanse. It's west of the J Domain, north of the Glass Sea, south of the Frozen Reach, across the Opium Sea.
Opium.
That's one I've heard.
So, place of strife and war, and frankly, it's going downhill. Playground's gotten down, so or corpse cough, so good on that. Thank God your people aren't suffering. But I'll take that one over there and the painting.
Of course. Leobold.
After they wait, I will turn around. Excuse me, Madam Ava, if you have a moment.
Of course.
I hate to bother you or impose, but I have just a few very urgent questions, and you seem like the type of woman who can help me.
Perhaps.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
I know that.
Am I going to be okay?
Oh, Leobold. I appreciate you being so honest with me about that.
I've been holding up this charade for weeks now. It's a nightmare.
She's laughing. She is.
I don't know what to do. I've hyped myself up way too much.
Your cousin, Finn.
Yes.
He's doing well. The Tealeafs have a way of becoming great, even if they're not trying to be.
Okay.
There's a reason you are here.
It's not to just die pathetically.
Oh no, it may be. Hundreds have come before you. But they always have something. A spark. Reason for being.
Is there anything in the crystal ball or the cards?
The cards are for finding out what happens in Barovia. All you can do is help the prophecy move along. It's actually, the cards aren't really about you. They're about Strahd. And Strahd is Barovia right now.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And he resumes the confident swagger.
You need to find time to let that facade drop, or you're going to go crazy and be locked up with Mad Mary. Who has a daughter, by the way. No one knows it, though.
Thank you. I can do this.
We'll see.
Turn around and exit.
All right.
We fought horses, apparently.
I got the paint and the chestnut.
Do they have names?
Paint and Chestnut.
Yeah, paint and chestnut. Warm and I'm not used
He
to
points
it.
at the chestnut and goes, Spirit and Ghost.
Spooky.
Parable. Seek Reyna for payment for the time.
Nice lady. He paid me today, though, so it's okay.
Thank you for telling me. I will make sure you are promptly paid tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Eugene takes that fucking gaze and is like, yeah, I know. Well, that's it.
After that prophecy, I can't exactly say no.
Which is exactly why
The future's what we make it.
I figure Diesel. Can we see the world map, please?
The world map. I love it.
Fast travel commence.
Oh god, I wish.
I want to plan. figure we can do 2 to a horse. Reyna's not that big. Finn's pretty small, so
Oh, that's Leo.
I'm sorry. I saw you.
He's a very lovable fellow.
He is.
I don't blame him.
incredible. How long would it take us to get to the second bridge?
The second bridge is
Probably
not
about a
very
half hour,
long at
right?
all. Probably about a half hour, honestly.
What time is it now?
It's still relatively early. You guys have been here for probably about 10:30 to 11 in the morning, give or take.
From the gate up north.
The
By
gate.
split.
The gate will be approximately approximately be another hour from the bridge.
I just want to reset real quick. Hill of Graves. Do we have access to a map? Are our characters actually looking at this thing?
This is the one that is Mark has.
Yeah. Okay. Can we?
It's a hell of a map.
Can we pan around to see if there is something where I can see elevation, perhaps graves?
What do you want to see?
Looking for elevation lines and graves. I want to see what would fit as a hill of graves.
These are all elevation
Oh, yeah.
lines.
But I mean, I'm looking for
Well, we already walked past a hill of graves.
we
Did.
perhaps we should backtrack. I don't know if we saw a big tree on there though.
You
Yeah,
did
we're looking
not.
for an evil
The
tree.
gallows was on top of it.
Well, gallows could be considered an evil fucking tree if you would.
Go up at Lake Baratok. Is that a tree or is that a building?
That is a building.
Okay.
That's the Abbey, if I'm not mistaken.
How far back are the graves?
It's not. I will let you know what it is, but I don't believe it's the Abbey.
Okay.
How far back are the graves?
Yeah.
They're approximately 45 minutes.
If I could just backtrack to assuage my curiosity.
It's up to you guys.
Were there were no birds around there, were there? No kinds of anything.
No.
Then I'm gonna ignore it then.
But you... Oh, I wouldn't know that.
I don't know.
Some hunters have the ability to speak with other animals.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, see? I'm the hawk now, see?
Oh no.
I can only talk to the hawk, though. I can't talk to other animals. So,
You wouldn't happen to be one of those hunters, would you?
Of course. Yeah. Simple.
So if we see a raven, you would be the man.
Precisely.
Your eyes in the sky would help too. Although I do.
I'll tell them to be on the lookout for anything that kind of matches the general description.
Mm-hmm.
And let us know if you see a
Fucking.
murder of ravens, right? That's
Yeah,
what
it's
it
murder.
is.
I'm gonna
Yes.
pull out the skull.
Or no, it's murder of crows.
It's murder of crows.
I don't
And
know.
murder of ravens, actually.
Actually,
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out the skull. I'm gonna kind of look at it and be like,
quoth the raven.
I don't even know what I'm doing, but
You and everybody else.
where can we find your kid? You know what I mean. I haven't heard a single caw or bark or squawk since I got here. Howls, sure, but no rustling of feathers.
Who are you talking to?
The skull.
I wanted to make sure. I'm just
he's,
sitting.
he's just holding it up, and he is just having a conversation. But it's
This is what I would
imagine.
imagine a skull would look like if it had a face.
It's I'm so used to
Smiling.
living overhead, pecking at bodies on the ground. Where are you all hiding?
And it quotes, Leobold.
Don't look at me. I'm just a skull. You hear that in your head.
Do I really?
Yeah.
You hear Fakar.
Hello! Why are you talking to a skull? That's my job.
I'm the one with common sense.
Time for prayers now. Don't do it later, but where are you?
It's one of the weirder segments we've had. But I liked it.
Sorry, Eugene's kind of
You're just kind of losing it.
Fucking insane.
That's the one.
You remember the whole jam incident?
He doesn't.
Yeah, you're right.
I remember this
He's
man was covered in
stabilized.
jam, and that's it.
It's almost like Barovia's kind of.
Kind of getting getting into his groove at this point. He's like,
We gotta be
I
a
kind of
general.
like it here. I could live in a castle. The castle's nice. Looks big from here. 80, 90 feet high.
Shall we try to go towards the gates? I just don't know where there'd be many graves around here, aside from the ones away. Cities, towns, maybe near Kresk
Or Velake.
or Velaki. You're not just gonna have a grave out in the middle of nowhere.
Not a marked one.
Or it's with the castle.
We'll just keep an eye out, shall we? And I'll just be extra vigilant in my travels, looking for any type of ornithological avians of my choice.
I want my boy.
Alright, are we setting out?
Yes, we are setting back up.
What's our movement speed with the horses?
More.
Well, because even if we're 2 to a horse, we still have
We still move as fast
Harry
as slowest member.
Wimple,
Yes.
Ismark, and Reyna. And
But you will be less tired.
Yes.
And if it comes down to it, the horses can be used as a getaway.
Yes, they can.
For 2.
4.
4, yes, but...
But half that half that distance.
But I'm assuming we're not letting Periwimple run away, and I think the 4 of you are probably going to stand and fight. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
We're working, but I figure horses are a valuable asset at this point.
You will still move as if on foot, but you guys will be less tired.
Gotcha.
Plus, you can rotate in and out at that
Yeah.
point, and
Yep.
at least
Just
keep people less tired.
Shit, at the very least, they can hold packs so people
Exactly.
don't have to.
But sir, you pay me to hold the packs.
We pay you for your company.
That's so nice. Uncle always said I was a terrible companion. He said I talk slow.
You're a great companion. You're the brother I always wish I had.
Oh my god. You gonna die.
You're making this man love you so much! Oh, kick my camera.
He's trying to get it so that we don't have to pay him anymore.
I am aware. It's gonna happen.
Eugene,
You've literally taken him miles from his home, and if you were to set him back, he would die.
and Eugene
He's
has
tough.
no intention of ever letting that happen. Eugene's turning him into his squire.
Squire.
Every general needs a squire.
I never told you what Eugene's personality traits, his ideals, bonds, or flaws, have I?
No.
Would you like to know?
Yeah.
So his personality traits, he's manic, and he bounces between being meek and confrontational.
Who would have guessed?
His ideals is, I'm the hero of the story.
Alright, Jack.
Wow.
His bonds, he holds true to his personal code. And his flaws is, he cannot contain his anger or impulses.
Well, that makes sense.
So, but it's the ideal and
I like
bond
that.
are the big ones for him.
Yeah. So,
Oh shit.
did you roll a 20 with that?
Yeah.
Wasted 20.
What if
So,
I rolled
you
12.
set out.
No, I didn't.
Takes you about a half hour to get to the next bridge. And that goes without any incident.
Imagine we have a pretty good view of the castle from this bridge.
Oh, it's getting better.
And the
because
falls?
You have a beautiful view of the falls.
Should we check for trolls?
So,
Yesterday, check, please do it now!
you follow the river to the base of a canyon at the far end of which a great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon nearly 1,000 feet overhead. You're approaching from the south road, that's why. So this is
1,000-foot drop.
so you followed the river,
Yep.
and now you're on the low road, whereas the high road is up on the hill a little bit.
Ah.
Gotcha.
I
I think this might be a better tactical advantage spot than the previous one.
Yeah, I concur.
Yeet!
Too bad we don't have the monks to
He
just
hits Obith
force
with a
push
hammer.
him.
Well, to try.
I was super fucking cocked, but that would have been a 20.
There is a winding path that leads up the mountainside to the bridge. It will take you about another half hour to get up there.
Okay.
I think we
Onwards
do
and
it.
upwards.
You all fall and die.
Nope. You guys make it without incident.
And a horde of rats.
Oh, God.
As you come out
Wolf.
onto the road, gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall sprays into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. Good climbing, by the way. It's like a cutback, so doesn't take
Switch
you.
back, yeah.
Switchback, yeah. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley.
That's pretty.
It is a beautiful sight. Take it all in.
Dark Forest is real pretty too.
It
You
is.
don't go in there.
Glenn,
We did.
I'm coming back, baby. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry that woman. She's gonna be Guinevere DeMargo.
She gonna call in the bar.
I've given up on the
No,
bar.
you haven't.
I haven't, but I also have. You're at the bridge.
I check underneath.
You guys, it's a 1,000-foot drop and there are no trolls.
There's a single troll.
There's one
That
troll,
was
but
down.
then he realizes, oh no!
Spawns in like in Division. And then
Ugh.
We're safe. No trolls.
Just a
oh, thank you, Trisha.
mighty.
I think I'll just take a perception
Mighty
and
fall
like,
drop.
surveil my environment to see what I can see from this elevation.
You can see the falls. You get a beautiful view of the castle. It's like, ooh, it is big.
I could live here.
Mm-hmm.
So could I.
Are you guys actually saying this out loud?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I kind of say it like kind of hushed under my breath. I don't say it like super loud or
Perception
anything like
checks, everybody.
Natural one.
You say you like jam?
I'm sorry, what was that?
17.
You might have heard Reyna say, I could live there.
That being said, my passive perception is 13.
Actually, Eugene just flat out says, so could I. You know?
So could I!
Well, he doesn't,
So
he doesn't
could you
like
what?
yell it. No, he says it like the hush, like.
So could I. You lean in and you go, so could I.
I'm just looking at that waterfall like, damn, that looks refreshing.
I want to jump into it. I want to swim with you in the... Okay.
If I take a minute
Yes.
and look at sort of the foot traffic going over this bridge in both directions,
Mm-hmm.
like just kind of a general survey, is this like a commonly traveled area? Is there a lot of...
I would say you... wagon wheels, mostly.
Okay.
But not, like... It doesn't look like it's had to been repaired in some time.
It's not claw marks or...
No, nothing. No claw marks. Nothing that would... Nothing that should worry you too much.
Alright.
Anything else? Or shall you continue on?
Guess I'll continue on. Nothing seems to ring a bell
Mm-hmm.
to what the lady said. Just keep my eye out for ravens and marshy places, really, truly.
Alright. Your next big landmark will be those gates at the crossroads.
Alright.
And it'll take you another hour.
So we're looking at 2:30?
Yeah.
Dentist's favorite time.
It's 2:30.
I choked on a little bit of spit there.
Oh, I forgot how to breathe.
Dude, honestly. I think Periwinkle is a little smarter than me.
We got the freaking sillies tonight.
Dude, I love it though. It's great.
We've got this guy like showing how these two are gonna murder us. I don't know if you've noticed.
During your travels, you all may make a perception check.
Oh, we have to make a perception check?
Everybody.
Everybody.
That is a 20, not natural.
That's a 17.
23.
Alright. Moment, please.
Leo is like staring at the ground, pretending to track something.
And I see him do that. I'm like, you know what? Same.
I see this. I recognize these tracks.
Yeah, but just
The
generally.
common shrew.
Those of you who scored above a 13, in the middle of a path, see a small pouch.
For shit.
Does appear to be a small pouch.
Reyna yanks it.
You yank it?
I yank it.
I wanted to yank it too.
Oh, it's so soft and... Oh, it's flesh!
Oh, it's a ball sack?
It's actually pretty... I mean, not actually, but it...
Bundle, the fleshy fun sack.
You know, you can have that.
It is a pouch made of flesh, and the drawstring appears to be sinew.
Appears to be what?
Sinew.
I don't have mage hand. Oh.
What's that?
Open it up, yeah. Open it up.
Do you need help?
With your teeth.
You living out some weird fantasy? A moth flutters out,
Disturbing.
and there's a gold piece inside.
May I? Eugene just reaches and takes it, and he goes over to Perry Wemble, and he puts it right in his hand. He goes, for the next 5 days.
An advance payment. He leans down.
You earned it.
Cleans it off.
Sorry, it's a little.
It's not the first time we've received money from Balsac. Okay.
I want to take it away.
That's what you get.
Poor Jen.
Sorry, if you will.
You just keep your components in there.
I was gonna say, shape water, please.
Oh, I can make water.
No.
Yeah,
Just
just
water.
water.
Going
What do you want me to do? I don't know what you want me to do.
I am rinsing my hands in your fucking water.
Can't you thermaturgy?
No, I am prepared for that.
Ugh. Ugh.
I think prestidigitation is the one.
Yeah, and thaumaturgy is just
Yeah.
noise.
Oh, you can't clean with thermaturgy?
I can
That's
make
dumb.
I mean,
I
that's
can
like
make
putting your hand in
water.
front of like a subwoofer and
But
goes
it's
like,
a
blast the
simple
dirt away.
So,
Bwomp, bwomp.
I don't really want to waste that.
Yeah.
Dubstep in your way to cleanliness.
Cleanliness is next to esthetiousness.
Yeah, it is. Well,
Oh my god, that was
You
too
face much worse than a ball sack.
He's
I
not
haven't
wrong.
touched them.
I'm just. It's strange how that Strahd would leave his pocket change here in the middle of the road. You forget something, my lord.
Say that out loud.
I do, actually.
Excuse?
I'm not touching my face. Never mind.
Excuse you, my friend.
Took a snack.
He may be our enemy at the moment, but he is still our sovereign lord.
She like goes in the grass.
King Leoric?
He does rule over Barovia.
He's still an asshole.
Yes, but he is still Sir Strahd.
Yeah.
Count.
Count Strahd.
What was that about? Inviting vampires places.
I wasn't inviting him.
Some might say by calling his name you were inviting.
Not Beetlejuice.
I'm invoking.
Isn't he?
I mean, we haven't tried, have we?
Now, Ricky Bobby, don't you bring that evil on us.
Don't you put that evil on me. It's like me walking in and saying, man, it's so quiet in here.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Motherfucker.
And that is the only thing that occurs to the crossroad.
Now, are the gates, like, sealed, or is it like the fucking Jurassic Park gates? Like, what am I looking at?
Well,
As we leave, I just blast.
as you approach,
The castle?
No, the flesh pouch.
Ah, the ball sack.
Still got, like, one curly
Canon.
hair off to the side.
That's the drawstring.
so after the bridge, you realize you've come into a more mountainous terrain. Even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits in two, widening towards the east. There, you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare.
So the fog's like in our way, or
It's always foggy here.
I just do shape art and move the fog as we move along. Just every time.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my way.
You can't consolidate that.
There is a set of iron gates that are closed at this time.
Gonna try opening them.
Can we walk around them?
I was gonna say.
Based on where the elevation line is,
Yeah,
looks
like
like
a
no.
little- Treachery.
They're locked. How are they locked? Are they chained?
It's
Well,
a gate through a valley.
I didn't even. I just.
They are closed.
I just
Oh.
checked to see if I could open them.
As you approach, they open of their own volition.
Oh, that's cool as fuck.
I turn around and give a bow, large and sweeping in the direction of the castle.
I grab him by the collar. Let's go.
I'm still grossed out, so I'm just like.
It's been like a half hour.
I concentrate the
I don't
water.
care,
There you
it's-
go. Wash your hands.
Continuing on.
All right.
And I freeze your hands.
Are we approaching what we believe is to be the windmill?
I think we are.
Following the road, yeah.
All right. This is going to be another hour of travel.
Jesus. Well, if we kill them all before nightfall, we can take the one.
Reyna's just gonna burn it down and beat them inside it.
I don't have torch.
I do.
You have blasts.
I do have the blast.
You can stop blasting. Alrighty. During your travel, something happens.
Oh, shit.
Congratulations. The entire time of this session, I haven't rolled diddly on random encounters until now. The nice part about the Strahd random encounter table, it's not all encounters.
It's events.
It's events. That is correct.
Sorry. Oh man. I don't like it when it gets really warm when it's supposed to be cold because of my allergies, which I have under control, get totally out of whack. Ah.
Jerry, high or low?
Low. Look at my rolls. Why not just flip his
I am high.
Yeah,
coin?
I have a D2.
I forgot it was there.
It's low. Nice.
I genuinely thought you were gonna throw it. I genuinely thought that was going.
Me too. For a second, I'm like, oh fuck, that happened.
All right, everybody. What are your passive wisdoms?
Passive, what you mean?
Or
13,
perceptions?
12.
Sorry.
14.
11.
All right.
Don't you have those written down somewhere?
I do. I screwed up on the calculation.
Okay.
So. Anybody get? Anybody have higher than a 5?
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
So
Not
Maybe
stealthy at
not
all.
Perry.
through the mist, you see a black bird circling overhead. When you feel its eyes upon you, it flies away. But before long, it's back, keeping its distance.
You're up, sir.
Well, it looks like a job for lightning Leobold Tealeaf. Okay, so before I recite my incantation, I feel like it's important that we should discuss precisely what we're trying to get out of our...
Follow the raven.
We followed the raven, but to where? What are we trying to ask of it? I remember
We want to know if it knows of an evil tree.
an evil tree above graves. Very well. For the record, Leo does not have speak with animals. in
Oh
his
yeah.
spell.
Yeah. Oh,
You're
I-
Guy Dupuy. I love you so much.
That's what I figured. That I didn't think your build was as such, so I thought this would play well.
I love
And Reyna's just gonna be watching very closely the entire time because she feels like just like you are bluffing, sir.
Performance by
All right.
Oh, God.
I
it.
will.
would have to be. wouldn't it?
I will tap my pouch and I will cast a good berry. So I have 10 berries in my pouch. I'll spend the spell slot.
Welcome
And
to the good berry.
I will pull out one of the berries and kind of hold it up and look in the raven's direction, kind of do my best bird call and try to like lure it in with the good berry. Hello, little friends. Don't be shy. Good birdie.
That's good stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Little birdie, we're looking for an evil tree above graves. Can you take us there? There's more where that came from. Pull out another beer. Go on, we'll follow you.
Or we're gonna die.
Just hovers above head.
Well,
This is
I think it worked. I think we follow the raven.
where?
Well, wait, I think it's looking. I think it's buffering. It's buffering.
Buffering.
I think I can tell he's bullshitting.
Finally.
I rolled a
Insight rolls
I rolled a natural.
versus your bluff check.
So that's a
Mine's a 20.
yeah, mine's a modified 20.
Is yours a natural 20?
No, mine's a 15 plus 5.
Holy shit.
3.
Oh, you want me to do it too?
If you want to.
I'm not sure
If you're paying enough attention.
what do you say? Insight?
Yes.
Just a 6.
I'm gonna just let it happen.
Everybody knows you are full of shit. You fed the bird. Everybody can see that. But
And
the
then
bird is just circling ahead now.
And
Above
spoken
him.
comment the entire time.
Dear
I'm not calling him out on it though.
Me neither.
Dear
He's too
Strahd,
precious.
Is this one of your envoys, or am I in for a spot of trouble?
See, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's
Oh,
going.
it's still circling.
It's going that way. I think it's trying.
It's going that way.
But maybe I'll try again. I'll hold out another good berry up.
He just swoops in.
Good bird. Yes.
Thank you, Leopold.
Of course.
Leobold.
Reyna, do you have a telepathic link with your animal, do you not?
I do.
Does your animal speak bird?
Sometimes the
He's-
spells can be tricky.
He's
This must
technically
be.
a fiend. He's not technically an
I
animal,
don't
so
even, I don't
don't.
even
Yeah.
understand my own
They don't
concepts.
really.
None of us
We
do
don't
either.
really talk to birds.
He doesn't speak Raven.
He speaks hawk.
The dialects are different.
It is. Actually, fun fact,
It's English.
the birds in captivity and birds in the wild of the same species actually speak in different dialect. They can't understand each other.
Oh shit.
And that was D&D facts with Tanuki Rudy.
That was just nature facts with you.
Or any facts. Just facts with Tanuki Rudy. And you're pretty sure they all know you're a fucking fraud now.
Yeah.
Well,
It's getting really warm under the ears, and
Yeah.
well, maybe it's a familiar like yours. Perhaps whoever's controlling it is nearby.
Maybe we should just
poor John.
continue on. I think we're close to where I think we might have a good resting spot. If
I am gonna follow them, but I'm gonna keep it damn
Resting
close.
spot.
Is the
I am.
bird
murdering spot?
Is the bird still flying overhead?
It's following you guys now.
Everyone has called me on my shit.
None of us called you on
None
your
of us
shit.
called you out.
They just know.
We just know.
You know we know.
I've literally not.
Does he
said
know we
anything.
know?
I think
He's got a good idea that you
I
guys
think
know.
it's pointing in that direction.
He looks at you.
Is it the direction of the road?
Yes, and as everyone looks, I'm gonna take the crossbow. Try to shoot
Oh fuck!
Well,
fucking thing.
You're gonna make a stealth roll.
Okay.
Against everybody's
I thought
perception.
that fucking raven like a
By the way, you're at disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, at disadvantage anyway. That's still a 14.
Everybody else can make a perception check to see if it actually worked.
Oh yeah, that worked.
Andrew, when I'm advanced,
No.
I said I was like, gonna
Oh,
watch
yeah,
that
it
raven
worked.
like a hawk.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yes. Yeah. You might have gotten like mildly distracted by him doing that.
Okay, so 17 plus, what is that, perception?
Yes.
19. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody else. Wait. What did you roll?
I have 14 on stealth.
I have 2.
6.
So they actually didn't see. He saw you. Well, he was looking at the hawk, and he sees the bolt go, "Zing," and then goes, and just looks at you.
Did I hit it?
No.
Boo.
I'm just gonna reach into my pouch and pull out the skull.
Ah, so he's in a manic mood.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. I don't worship
I was unaware that you did.
I was a very depressed child. It's funny here, like, I'm not stuttering anymore. It's the craziest thing. I love it. I can get done normally. The only one I took solace in was the Raven Queen because everything ends eventually.
Sure.
Except for Strahd.
Apparently. Do that again, my friend.
Oh, I understand now because it's a raven and. My apologies, I was unaware.
That being said, I don't know if that's one of her envoys. It might be hostile, but the off chance. Please don't.
Did it fly away when I shot at it? Or is it still circling above head?
I was trying to see if it would. I believe it did.
Or
Yep.
might
It did fly
It's
away.
gone.
That way. See, it's leading us.
Alright. Sure thing.
Is it in the direction of the window?
No, it's completely the opposite. Well, no, it's flying in that way, but it's not flying by the road. It's just going to go on
North, north,
straight west.
Okay. Well,
Shall we continue? Let's go!
Are we following the bird? Or are we following the road?
Yes.
So, that was the encounter. And as you come across, well, if you come into view of the area of which you are trying to search for, that was a good way of putting it. Oh yeah, that's a whole fucking separate chapter, because that was a good fucking organization.
That's why modules kind of make my head hurt a little. Like I love the yachting portal book where it has all the fun modules in there, but goddamn, sorting through that stuff is really rough.
Especially, this is such a small portion of it, it doesn't need to be its own chapter. It could have been in one of the other chapters of the book.
Well,
Preferably the one we just finished when we left fucking Barovia.
Barovia.
Anyway, as you approach,
so we fast forwarded to the windmill now?
that was an encounter that happened on the way to
On
the
the way,
windmill.
okay, I'm sorry. I was confused, but okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's about an hour and a half travel to the windmill from the gate portion.
There's a swamp south of Barovia. I'm just sorry, I was looking at the map and I just saw at the river a swamp. South of Barovia. There's what's clearly marked as floodlands.
Oh, okay.
Could be the marsh.
Sorry, continue.
Anyway, so the old we decided on Lavich, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lavich Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanock Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. That's occurring right.
I like that bend.
Yeah, you can see that the topographic marks are pointing downwards towards the building. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. Okay, I'm looking at this from the wrong angle. Don't mind me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Nope, it happens. There we go.
So it says you're coming through here, I believe.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that.
That makes sense because you can see the elevation. You're up there, and
You can actually see the town. You can see Vallaki by the lake.
Vallaki by the lake.
Its water is dark and still. A branch of the road leads west to a promontory, atop of which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. As you approach even closer, you see the following. The onion-domed edifice leans forward and to one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see a gray brick wall and dirt-covered windows on the upper floor. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading into the building's interior. Perched on the wooden beam above the door is as you approach very close, is a raven. It hops about and squawks at you, seemingly agitated.
I wonder why.
Well done.
Insight checks, everybody.
That was incredible.
Well,
That was
I
amazing.
love one that.
I did actually read through that and was like, this is going to be fun.
17.
Insight, sorry?
Insight.
Yes, 17. No modifiers. Just
Low.
straight 17.
That's a 4.
Oh, hey, 7.
Anybody who got above a 12
That's us, dude.
senses that the raven is trying to warn the party.
It's our old friend. See, he led us right to where we were going.
When he points, I slap his hand.
As the raven pulls out a Glock.
I
I extend my arm,
He hops up.
bring him close. What word from the mistress, my friend?
Did the bad man hurt you?
That way. Or I point towards the town and I go that way.
He flies towards the town. You see, he rises up, calls a few times, flies towards the town.
Okay. Does he come back at all?
No. This is the sense that he's trying to warn you.
Away from it or towards it?
Oh,
Away
towards
from
the town, away from the
from
window.
Oh wait, okay, yeah.
I just
That's what I was saying, because he flew away before I could do the other one, because I was going that way, or...
Oh,
and I was
sorry.
Gonna point, that's what I was gonna...
Yeah, he flies towards the town in an effort to get you away from the window.
I just want to telepathically communicate and confirm with my hawk that this is where he last left her.
When you do, he flies up to altitude, circles around once or twice. I think so.
Follow the raven.
You guys recognize this as a dead ringer at the windmills.
It's our new
The
windmill.
death house.
This is the spot.
We own this now.
So she's inside.
It's where my bird last saw her.
Shall we come back when we're better equipped?
And let her take more children.
Our missing Gertruda could very well be in there.
On that note, we are going to end the session here.
Ooh, the cliffhangers.
I don't get to kill her, damn it!
No blasting allowed.